No, actually, I don't know today.
Ay, siya ay tukan.
Okay na? Ano paano? Guys, I'm breaker lang yun, ha? Sino na pagod sa party kanina? Siya ko? Kapag ako syempre, kami na yung mga tao nyo, no? But don't worry, hindi tayo makaparty kasi. Hindi ko kaya lang. Everyday, no? Ako na mapagod, but everyday. Diba? So, okay. So, of course, we want to make sure na yung vibe natin. Ano ko ba na, Mike? Hindi ako? Yes. We want to make sure na yung vibe natin before we start the working group is okay. Okay ba kayo dyan? Yes. Okay. Because, you know, the working group, this is really the most important part of the system. And attending the working groups really help you a lot to improve yung approach ko. Not just, kasi when we say approach, it comes with a lot of factors, right? It comes with a lot of factors. And that's why, whatever it is that happened to your day, maybe you had a good day, maybe you had a bad day, whatever it is, I don't know, if I ask you, did you have a good day? Yes.
Great.
I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Right? It's a very simple question. But ask yourself, if you're having a good day, why? And if you're having a bad day, why? And if I ask you right now to write things, why you're having a good day or a bad day, probably you would say, because stress caused the work, because of my boss, because of this person, because of this and that, because of the traffic, blah, 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 blah. But why you talk about this? Because in the working group, I learned that everything that I have in my results right now, it's only because of me. Not about the government, not about the boss, not about the people around me, not even about the traffic. Okay? But it's about me. And why you ask that question in the beginning pala? Because you have to ask yourself, if everything that you thought about, why yes or why not, is because of something external to you, then you need to have self-awareness, baby. Yeah? Because even if it's super traffic, it's okay. I will be okay. Like, like it's not about what's happening around you. And a lot of those things matututunan nyo during the working groups. And we will teach about 5 steps of success and we will like take it step by step, so process. And today, before we dive into the super serious, kasi napansin ko kanina, hindi masyadong sumasayaw yung mga boys, no? It's okay, you. No, boy. Sino dito shy type? Sino shy type sa mga people, girls and boys? Shy type. Shy type ka ba? Sino shy type ulit? Shy? Hindi ko Ay, si Jeff, hindi talaga shy type. No? Nakita ko kanina yung ginawa. But secret na lang yun. Elijah. What's your name? Ken? Grabe si Ken, kinakabahan siya. Tinawag si Elijah. Sabi niya. Dito ka lang. Sino bang shy type eh? Shy type ka ba?
Siya
Hindi daw siya. Sige, so haluin na natin. Shy type ka di shy type. Dito ka na. Sino ba shy type? Si Raikan daw. Wala. Hindi ako nagsabi. Come here. Come to mommy. Oy. Sige, shy type versus hindi shy type. Doon shy type doon. Sino pang hindi shy type? Sino hindi shy type? Sino shy type? Ulitin nga natin sino shy type. Raise your hands. So yung mga hindi nag-raise hand, meaning hindi kayo shy type. So hindi ka shy type, Vincent. Dito ka. Hindi siya shy type. Terno pa naman kayo, no? Parang sasayaw. Sasayaw talaga kayo. Lord, ready tayo dyan. Yung favorite natin na music. You have to entertain us. Charan! Ipagaling tayo. Tingnan natin sino mas magaling. Yung shy. Di ba sabi nila, minsan yung mga shy type. Minsan yung mga masay. Charan! Okay, let's go. Shy type versus makapalang ka. Charan. Shy. Tama, hindi mo modeling. Ano ba yan? Kailangan ng RJ, kailangan natin ng ano, example dito. At chat na lang, chat. Kasi, ang pangit di ba? Ako matuturo sa kanila paano yung ganun. Si Chana. Sige na, sige na. Do it. I will say something sa mga shy type, ha? Just do it kasi di namin kayo titigilan. Gawin nyo na lang. Para mas mabilis. Ha? Para mas mabilis. Oh, para mas mabilis. Nahiyak ka. Kala, uy, dapat yung team, di ba? Sila dapat ang ano, example. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. DJ, DJ. Hindi ako na-satisfied. Ay, yung mga babae, no? Hindi kami na-satisfied. Bukas na lang wala. Babae naman daw. We don't have time. Ang init na, no? Naramdaman niyo ng init? Kahit ang tigas ng katawan ni Elijah. Diba, ang init, ano siya? Ano naman yung curve? Gusto mo bang matuto? Tuturuan ka namin. Ay, just ka dahil. Anyway, bakit kanina umataw ka sa party, tapos ngayon hiya ka? Akala ko wala kang hiya. Diba? Sabi na, hindi ako shy type. Gusto mo mag-solo? Hindi ka sumayaw eh. Ay, sumayaw ka? Gusto ako sa pagiging sumayaw. Oh, yan masyado mainit. Sure. Okay. Sige, it's okay. You will get used to it, ha? Okay lang? Baka di na, ayaw ko na bumalik, papasayaw na kasi. No, honestly, it's also one of the ways for you to like improve your confidence, right? Your presence, like to do things that you're not used at. Sino dito sa team that in the beginning, like super shy kayo, pero ngayon nag-improve na yung confidence nyo? Raise your hands. No? So tawagan ka natin si Nikki. Nicole. Dito na. Nicole. Hindi. Nag-raisan ka talaga. Huwag kang ganun. O, babae naman daw. Girl, Dine? Dito ka, Dine? Nakita-kita ka lang. Agata. Dito pa, Agata. Can we prove that girls are better than men? Yeah. No, di tayo na ano. Di tayo na satisfied. Sige, let's go. Let's satisfy ourselves. Charot. Amigo. Hindi, kailangan na mag-prepare kasi may party tayo very soon. Please lang to, ha? Uy, DJ, that's na to. Then upo na tayo. Okay? Sige, napagod na ako eh. Sige. Let's go. Hi. DJ, chupot. Ano na chupot? Dapat na maganda. Masyado na super fun yun. Catch shape lang to. Try. Okay? Anyway, guys. No, we try to like really like unwind and it's for us to feel a little bit more comfortable ha, with each other. Kasi parang kung mapapansin nyo, how we interact with the team, parang barkadahan lang talaga. Okay? Like, barkada, but it is, at the end of the day, it's also like a project. It's work. It's business. So, we always try to combine both. Excited na kayo sa party very soon? Yes. Yeah, but you can do that. So anyway, for the working group, like this is a time to really focus on yourself to improve the things that you have. You can improve still. Make sure you're taking down notes. Don't be on your phones. Don't mind your seatmates or working group. And for me, I was just so excited that I couldn't understand. It was a mix of emotions, like kaba, like at the same time, kinabahan ako, at the same time, excited. At the same time, like I had some fears of the unknown, right? Ano kayong mangyayari later on? But I just make sure that my excitement and willingness to learn, yung mangingibabaw. Hirap naman, tama ba?
Yes.
Mangingibabaw? Yung mangingibabaw. Okay. Yung mangingibabaw in my process. And wala akong any experience when I started. But I just made sure that I really listened to Agam. I made sure that I'm always in the process and in the working groups. I made sure that especially the first week on, I made it at the top priority. And that's why I have the results that I have right now. So maybe what happened to me can also happen to you, especially that today, the one who will do the working group will be Agam. So marami tayong matututunan. So be ready, okay? Just prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, nakaihi na lahat, right? Tama? Huwag na kayong lumabas. Kasi maybe there's one sentence na sasabihin ni Agam na yun pala yung click that will make all of the difference. That's why kahit pa ihina ako, no? Like I always make sure to stay until the end para wala akong ma-miss out na line, na statement, na paragraph. So ready na ba kayo to welcome Agam here on stage? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Nagtinuro ako, di ba? I was born ready. Yeah. Okay? But I want you to stand so you can do it. Kasi mahirap kung nakaupo, right? Tayo lahat. Okay. So are you ready for the working of tonight? Yeah. Yung mga professional talaga yun. Wala. Are you ready for the working of tonight?
Better than how my dad dance. The thing is that like, I told you that the person that introduced me to be hip is my dad, right? I know that in the Philippine culture, like you drink like in the family, right? And you do karaoke in the family. Maybe you dance, but I don't know like how further it goes. And you saw, you just experienced right now the party, right? Okay. This is without alcohol, but a lot of times, like in BHIP, it's with alcohol. And have you ever been with your parents in a nightclub? Party and like family gathering and karaoke, but like to go with your dad to a nightclub, like literally with alcohol, with like, have you tried? I'm telling you, this is weird shit. This is weird as fuck. Okay, like I remember. First of all, it was embarrassing for me a little bit in the beginning to dance because I dance. I shake my booty. I I shake my booty. I twerk. I like I know how to move and I like. So like, but I don't do it in front of my dad, right? Like I don't go at home twerk at home. So first time I was like, I needed a lot of whiskey. At some point, I forgot my dad is my dad, so I was just like doing whatever. But then the thing is that first thing that was complicated with me letting go and forgetting that my dad is just here next to me, beside me, and just let go. But then the worst thing when my dad started dancing, like first thing is me dancing next to my dad. Second stage is my dad dancing next to me. And the thing is that my dad, he's very talented. Know how does it call? How to make like really nice pictures. Like he's really, really good. And he with his phone, with a professional camera, everything. He's really talented with this. He's really talented with his imagination. Like he invent stories. So when I was a kid, my dad like I remember I always wait, not that he will read a story from a book, but that he will download an episode from his brain, because like he was telling us stories that he invented. But to dance, my dad don't know how to dance. First of all, he's not in the beat. You know, the people that are not in the beat, it's like the beat is here, and we have Renzi as an example. He's not in the beat, but there's some specific, because he know how to move, how to dance, but there's some specific things he cannot do. Example, he cannot do we will be. He's like, yes. But my dad, there is nothing, no beat at all. So my dad, he's like, he's like not, and then he do like this. And I don't know who taught him this. The music is my anaconda, my anaconda, and my dad is. Maybe you will have the chance to see it live. And then when my dad is dancing and he's drunk, it's even worse, because he don't change the move. It's just on speed, like fast forward. Like, so that's my dad. Who wants indigo? Indigo is an expensive product right now, because so I will decide later. I have a budget of 3 sachets that I decided to give some of you to try. Who want to try from the guests? The team, they're like, because it's like, someone took my coffee. I need my coffee, right? They drink this, right? So it's out of stock. That's why it's very, very expensive. You want to try? You haven't proven yet? You want? You have water. The problem about your water is 2 things. First of all, it's not cold. Is it masarap to drink a hot Coke? Either indigo, like it's not good as a tea, okay? Not good as a tea. It has to be very, very cold. Second, it's not enough water, so it will taste like a syrup. Very, very. So who from the guests want to try? I have 3. You want? What are you willing to? Right, it's give and take. I thought you give and take. So what are you willing to give? This is what you can take. But what are you willing? Yeah. You're willing what? Lucky one. Lucky one. No. We will twerk in the park. Anyway, so hello to all of the people. How are you? Very good. Yes. Very good or very, very good. Some people said very good and not very, very good. So what is lacking for it to be very, very good? That's the question. I will give you because you don't stop smiling. Now there is only one left. What we will do with it? Twerk your way to indigo. No. Okay, let's go. Okay. So, guys, let's get started. I have a lot of topics, a lot of things that I want to share with you today. And the first thing I want to ask you, I want to have a special request from you, because you are here and you already gave your time, right? So what do you want to do with your time? Do you want to make it the most valuable? Yes. Do you agree with me that if you don't want to make it, if you're not gonna make it the most valuable, then it will just be a waste of time, and it's better to go and eat something right now or go and watch something right now. But if you're already here, then at least you're gonna get the most out of our part tonight. Do you agree? Yes. So for that, I need you to be an audience that is participating, and not to sit here like the plants. You remember? We got rid of the plants, the people that don't smile, they don't move. Like honestly, now when I got rid of some of them, I can tell you that yesterday there were some people in the room that no, like even after I spoke about it, I thought that it's either they're either they're under a stroke or something like this, literally, because like something is not moving, or that maybe they don't understand English. I don't know, there were some people in the room yesterday that I wish, like in the movies when someone's sick in the car, and then how do you call it? That you press a button and then eject button. Yeah, that I only know in my language. So I wish I would have it like here. Imagine I have a button and it's on all of the chairs. And then you do a hole in the ceiling and then you go to the 6th floor. If you're in the 6th floor, it's okay. Or if I can do the opposite, go like will swallow you, right? Then you go to the Indonesian church. It's also okay to send you to the Indonesian church, right? Right? It's straight to the Indonesian. Okay, anyway. So for me, for you guys to make really the most out of it, I want you to take notes, like whatever. Sometimes like you hear something and then you sit, like you remember it in your mind, but the day after you forget. And sometimes if you have notes, you can go back to it and read it. I also want you, I'm inviting you, if you take a decision during our part today, then write it down. Because honestly, if you don't write, there is a high chance that tomorrow you forget. Think about it, that you came here to be here to make a change. Am I right? Yes. So it's gonna be much easier to stay the same rather than changing. So you need to understand that there is a window of opportunity here for you to create the change that you want, but it's going to be much easier to go back to the same life that you try to change, to the same habits that you have, to everything that is you have like before BHIP, instead of like keep on going in the tunnel that can lead you to the change that you want. So the first thing that I want that we will do today, I want to ask you a question, and of course, I expect you to answer and to participate and not to sit here as plants, okay? So don't be shy, right? Sometimes Filipinos are shy. Sometimes I see like you want to say, but you only have the but there is no voice coming out, okay? Here you don't need to raise your hand. You can just like speak, just because anyway, if you raise your hand, it's like this, right? Filipinos raise their hand like this, so I don't see it. So I'd rather that you just speak, but speak, don't whisper, okay? Speak so I can hear, because sometimes, and then I don't even know like where the voice is coming, like in the room. So the first thing that I want to do, I want that we will write on the whiteboard. So I need someone that writes fast, because if it's gonna be me, it will be 1 hour. Someone that write fast from the team. Who write fast? Write fast? Because every time you tell me you write fast, I look at you and I feel like it's a slow motion. I know you write beautiful. You write beautiful. Pearl?
Beautiful.
Beautiful and fast. Who?
Can you pass?
Okay, love, insist to do. Okay, so now she is challenged to write fast. Okay, so I want that we will write down like all of the things that you think that successful people have. That if you want to be successful, you need to have like those things. What kind of characteristics? What kind of things that are related to personality? Like try to enter into a mind of someone that is successful and what successful people are doing that is different than the rest, and let's name it in like categories or characteristic. And this is the time where I'm waiting for someone to speak. Persistent. Discipline. Time management. Wait, this is speed for me. Time management. I wrote persistent, time management, discipline, and I forgot. Someone here said something. Consistency, commitment, passion. Who said? What else? Huh? What is that?
Being able to go through
Resilient. This is less for you. It's more for me. I'm learning English right now. What else? Risk taker. Goal oriented. What else? I want especially the you. Huh? A to-do list. Is it enough to do the list? You actually need to follow the list. Yes, what else? Think, the new people. Huh? Creative. What do you think is the most important? Only the new people, huh? Focus. Innovative. For coming today. How? Innovative. What is that? You look at that.
Create new things. Or innovative.
Like from initiate or no?
Innovative.
Now we know what successful people do. They don't go to the toilet, they pee in a bottle. Yes, what else?
Realistic.
New people, Lemon. Yes, what else? Don't have anything in your mind new. You didn't speak. Huh? Good mindset. So actually, you said it earlier because I was about extra mile. Extra mile. Okay. Thank you. So, where do you buy these things? Where do you buy those things? Like, how about like confidence, and how about certainty, and how about like there are plenty of things. And why do I talk about it? I talk about it because you need to understand that there is something that successful people do that you don't. There's something that successful people do that your family didn't do. And maybe it's about time to learn what are those things. Because successful people, they live different. And before they have achieved success, they live different just with what they had or what they built in their character and in their personality. And I invite you to look at some of those things that we wrote here on the whiteboard and to ask yourself what exists in you and what is it that you lack. Because if it exists in you, amazing, hallelujah. But if you lack and you want to be successful, so guess what? What do you need to do? You need to develop it. Because those things you cannot buy. You cannot buy. But I told you yesterday, you were born as a human being, and human beings can change. What does it mean? It means that all of those things that you have, amazing, but all of those things that you lack, it means that you can work on it. It means that you can develop it, but it will not happen overnight. It's something that takes time, but it's definitely possible. So I agree with all of the beautiful lists that we put here, but there is only one thing that really makes the difference. Because if we look at the BEAP opportunity, you need to understand that the opportunity of BEAP for me is same as it is for you. It's the same products, it's the same compensation plan, exactly same royalties, exactly same system. I'm not using any different system, even same mentors. So what is the difference between the people that succeed to those that didn't? What is it that successful people do that most people don't do? What is it that those that succeeded in BEAP, what did they do to those that did not succeed in BEAP? If the opportunity is same, you don't need a diploma, you don't need to be a genius, you don't need to have special skills. There's only one thing. No, mindset. I mean, yes. Yes, that's why I agree with and the list is long. We can add so many more things. We can add so many more things. But there is only one thing that is the root for all of those characteristics, and that's your mindset. The way that you think. Successful people, they think different. They have a different point of view. They have a different perspective. Because in life, it's either you have a mind fuck. And then if you have a mind fuck, you fuck your life. But if you have a mindset, what do? You set your life. Most people, what do they have? Mindset or mind fuck? What do you think? Mindset or mind fuck? Mind fuck. I had the biggest mind fuck on planet Earth when I met BEAP. And before I met BEAP, I thought like the fault is on my parents, and the fault is on the government, and the fault is on my boss, and on this, on that. But when I realized that the only thing that makes the difference is my mindset, and there is only one person that can control my own mindset, that person is me, then I realized that nothing else is fuck besides me. So when we talk about mindset, like this is the hardest thing to develop, but at the same time, the most important thing to develop. Because when you have a strong mindset, it's not just a good, it's a strong mindset. It's a mindset where are you okay? Yes. It's the excitement from the indigo that she is about to try later. Okay. So when you have a strong mindset, then basically you're unstoppable. Nothing gonna hold you back. Nothing will stop you. When you have a strong mindset, you will figure it out with the rest of the things that you lack, like how you can work on it. Because I believe that every single day we meet opportunities, but also every single day we meet crises, opportunities and crisis. The question is, what do you see? What do you see? Do you see the crisis or you see the opportunity? Pandemic. Crisis or opportunity? Crisis or opportunity? Who say opportunity? Okay. How much money you earned in pandemic? If you did, then you saw an opportunity. But if not, then maybe now you are trying to be a smartass and say like opportunity. But when the country literally locked us down, What did you see? Did you see a crisis or you saw an opportunity? Because for most people, pandemic was a crisis. It was a financial crisis. People lost their job. Big businesses went bankrupt. Small businesses collapsed. People didn't have no work, no pay. I remember I talk to people, they're still employed, but they don't get paid because no work, no pay. A little bit a weird concept, right? So like for most people, it was a crisis. It was a health crisis. It was a financial crisis. It was emotional crisis. It was a mental crisis, right? How many people that were locked down got into a depression, for example, right? Looking to the right, see a wall. Looking to the left, see a wall. Looking to the front, see your mom, right? Looking at the ceiling, see the ceiling. Like it's just like you and whoever you live with. People got into a mental block, literally. It was a crisis. You know, you went to the supermarket. Everything is limited in the supermarket. You need to get permission to go from one city to another. I want to ask you, when you think about it right now, don't you think it sounds insane? Like the world got crazy completely, right? So it was crisis for most people. But for some people, pandemic was an opportunity. For me, it was an opportunity. It was an opportunity not because it looked like an opportunity. It was an opportunity because I chose. I said, okay, can I cancel the lockdown? No. Can I cancel COVID-19? No. Can I eliminate government? No. So if I can't do anything about the big things, then the only thing that I can do is how I look at those things. What is my approach? What is my perspective? What is my point of view? What is it that I can do with the situation? So for me, pandemic was an opportunity because I decided to eat more healthy and I started to cook. I learned how to cook. I didn't know how to cook before pandemic. In the pandemic, I learned how to cook. It doesn't mean that I like it, but I know how to do it a little bit. So I learned how to cook. For me, a pandemic was an opportunity because I decided to get into shape. So I started to do workout, which is something that I didn't really take seriously before. For me, pandemic was an opportunity because I said my business is not going to collapse. And what we did, there was a lot of limitations. We couldn't do a lot of things, but then we decided like to operate online, which is not as good as what we do right now. That's why the business is exploding right now. But it was still a possibility. And that's why I have a business in Portugal. Because before we could travel, we started everything in Portugal. And without pandemic, most likely today, I wouldn't have a business in Portugal. So when most businesses went down during pandemic, my business went up. So crisis or opportunity, for some people, it was a crisis. For some people, it was an opportunity. But it depends on one thing and one thing only, and that's the eyes that see. When I moved to Barcelona, I was 23 years old. And I remember that when I booked my flight, I was like, let's go. Like I was excited. I was on fire. And then I remember the day that I landed. The day that I landed in Barcelona, it was May 9th. And the weather was shit. It was still cold for some reason. A little bit before the summer, it was cold. It was cloudy. It was gray. And I remember that I landed and I went to the apartment, and the apartment was in a shitty area with like a prostitute in the street and with drug addicts during the night. And it smelled like a fucking restroom because people were peeing there all night. And then there was rain, and then the smell from the rain of the pee went up during the day. And it smells like shit. And I didn't have an elevator, and we were living in the third floor, and every stair was like a mountain. Okay, it's like imagine with heels. Huh? One time I did it with heels, I said no more. That's it, no more. It's like climbing, literally. You climb one by one, and I have long legs. Imagine what is Charisse if she need to climb those stairs. She needs she needs a hand, maybe. So, like, I arrived, and the first day, do you know what I asked myself? What the fuck have I done? The first day I arrived, I only wanted to book my flight back home. Because why did I fly? I fly for an opportunity. I fly to grow my business. I fly to earn internationally. I fly to meet the guapos. I fly to learn Spanish. I saw opportunity, 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 opportunity. And the first day that I land, the only thing that I saw is a crisis. Do you think it was easy? I had really tough moments in Barcelona. So how do you describe it? Crisis or opportunity? Crisis or opportunity? Yes. But I have another question for you. If I would choose the crisis, if I would define and say like Barcelona is a crisis for me, what would have happened? Do you think I would have a business in Spain right now? Because what I would do, eventually I would give up and I would go back home and that's it. That's it. So I chose to see the opportunity. I chose to remind to myself why I do what I do. I chose to remind to myself why I initiated it, why I booked the flight from the beginning, and that it's not the time to give up. Because opportunities always mix with difficulties. Whenever you see an opportunity, there is always a crisis that you're going to meet. Sooner or later, you're going to meet the crisis. And the other way around. If there is a crisis, there is always an opportunity. When I was in Barcelona, one of my good friends, his name is Idan. Idan have like a company of marketing, and he was like earning a lot of money, and he really liked my skills. Like he heard me speaking and doing like some of the trainings, and he was like, God, you have like, so much potential in you, and you should come and work. He didn't say for me. He said, you should come and work with me. Okay? And then he told me, I will pay you times 4 than what you earn in BHIP if you come and work with me. I will give you like all of the vacations that you need, and you will have like the freedom to choose whatever you want, and I will pay you times 4. Crisis or opportunity? Crisis! You know why crisis? Because for me, to work for someone is a crisis. I left 3 jobs for BHIP. I chose to run away from the world of being an employee because I hated it. I hated that someone else owned my time. I hated that someone else put a price tag on me. Like, what am I? A fucking shirt in Zara that you put a price tag on me? Because all of you that you're working right now, that you have a job, who here have a job? Have a job. Okay. You earn, I don't know how much, but what you earn, that's your price tag. That's what your boss think that you worth. That's your value. Is it? Yes, because you accept it. You accept it. Unless you're doing it, and then on top of that, like you're doing so many things to make sure that as fast as possible, you're gonna get rid of your fucking boss. Because I started part-time, I had 3 jobs. But eventually I left those jobs because I said to myself, I don't want someone else to put a price tag on me. I don't want someone else to own my time. I don't want someone else to decide what time should I go to eat. Do you know when is it that you need to eat? When you're hungry. And if you're hungry all the time, like RJ, then I think maybe because you eat all the time, that's why I don't know why, but I have a feeling that because you eat all the time, that's why maybe you should share a little bit with Alo. She likes to eat also. maybe if you eat less, you will get scared less also.
Yeah.
No, much coffee. I just enjoy life. You know, one of my favorite things in the world is to scare RJ. Sometimes I do it intentionally, sometimes not, but he always gets scared, and that's fun. So if you're gonna be even now, a while ago, like I was late because the right pro was about to introduce me, and I was late because I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't. What is this shit? So, who owned this shit? Ivy? I know it's you. Your phone cannot stop. Ding, here it is. Mute it. Thank you. So I was like, I don't know what RJ did, but I wanted to bring the sachets of the indigo. So I entered the small room, but he didn't notice that I'm there. But I enter and I close the door because he saw me out. But then there was a moment that I ran and then he did something. And then I recognized the opportunity, right? Opportunity. I recognized the opportunity that RJ is about to enter. And I just lifted the indigo in the back. I heard, I think RJ is about to enter. I turned, I was very like low, and then I was like, and he was like, because like you're here, right? I just like I just like but he was like or the other day I cut my hair. And then a little bit cut. I don't know from the girls who cut her hair, except from Pearl. I know. Me, I didn't in my childhood I did it a lot, but never mind. So I cut it a little bit. And then I took the hair that I just cut and I just gave it to RJ. Like I just gave and he was like he just gets scared from everything. Anyway, so for me, that opportunities offered for me opportunity for RJ crisis. I told you that it depends on the eyes that see. Like this. Every time that I teach this topic and then the team, they always use it. They're like, opportunity, or whenever I complain about something, if I complain about example, we went to a promotion. Okay, we went to a promotion. It was me, Novs, who else? Nicole and Pat. No, we went to one of my favorite bars. It's in BGC. It's called Bank Bar, and it was raining. And I know you guys are very used to it, okay? Like to the rain, and you're ready. You're always ready. You have extra shoes, extra this, extra that. Like you have suddenly a raincoat in your bag. I don't know why. Like no one in the world, someone just walk with a raincoat. But in the Philippines, you just stay and then you walk. It's like guys have in your bags weird things, okay? Like you have in your bag things that you take it out as it's your cell phone. Yeah, raincoat, toothbrush. What you have in your bag? Toothbrush. Who have in his bag toothbrush? You see, this is weird. Like, are you traveling? If you're traveling, it makes sense that you have a toothbrush in your. But you're just coming to the office. Never mind, I'm not gonna ask more, but you have weird things in your bag. We need to do a video, a Filipino bag versus a European bag, and let's see what's the difference. Maybe you have rice also in it. Be surprised if suddenly you take out a rice from or 3-in-1, right? 3-in-1. Yeah. And before I would think about like the alcohol, but now I use it also, so I cannot say anything because in the beginning I was like, why you're always like all the time, but now I'm all the time, so I cannot say anything. But yeah, you have weird things in your bag. Anyway, so we went to the Bank Bar, and then I was like, when I see the rain, there is only one thing that I want to do. No. There is only one thing I want to do. I want to go to my home, to sit in the bed. I have my apartment is all windows, everything, like from the high ceiling and high windows. How do you call it? Full pan. Yeah, yeah. But the entire, like everything. Okay. So when there is a lightning storm, then I like to just watch because it's like you see everything. So I just want to sit in the bed, not to go to sleep, to sit in the bed, to look at the weather without that the weather touch me. Okay, I don't want that the weather will touch me. I want just to look at the weather and the weather will look at me, and that's it. So I don't like outside. Okay. So the first thing that came into my mind is, I am an owner of my time. No one tell me what to do. Okay, let's cancel. Let's do the promotion tomorrow. We can do tomorrow. We can do the next day. And then Nicole and Novs, they got ready. They came like, they came, extra special on that day. And they were like, and I didn't want to be like the the bummer, right? Like to tell them, "No, we're not going," and then they will be like, they would say okay, but hey. So I tried to do it in a smart way. I tried to do it in a smart way and to promote like another day or something like this. And I'm very good at speaking, so eventually I told the Novs, and we couldn't book anything. So like even if we say let's go, we cannot go because there is no cars, there's no Grab. And then I said, okay, Novs, it's up to you. And then she decided, okay, we go. And I was like, crisis. And then the worst thing is that why I didn't want to go, because I knew that if I will be in BGC and it's raining, I cannot go back. Because if I couldn't book to BGC, then I cannot book never from out of BGC. I cannot. So I knew, I already predicted what is about to happen. And then anyway, we arrived and it was very nice in the banquet. But then when we left, we couldn't book. So we stand like this in the rain. And then I was like, you see, Novs, I told you. And then she said, prices are up. God, I have so many stories. Actually, all of the crisis for me, it's with the rain. It's like we don't get along with the rain. There was one time I took a motorcycle because I was very late to anyway, something that very near. Like I live in Poblacion, and then I needed to go to the New World Hotel. So it's like 5 minutes on a motorcycle. And then I booked the motorcycle, but I looked up and I was like, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. Then I asked Kuya, the driver, asked him, it's gonna rain, and he said yes. Then I said, okay, let's go as fast as possible. 20 seconds. From Century Mall to Makati Ave. It's like literally 20 seconds. All of a sudden, how is it in the Philippines? It doesn't just start. It's like boogers. It's like cute little drops. It's like every drop is a fucking drop. And I was like, oh no. Like I scared him. He stopped. And then he looked at me. I looked at him and he asked me what to do. I don't know. I was like the only foreigner. Everyone, like movie drivers, Ankas drivers, they all take out their raincoats and this. And then I tell him I'm super late, like I need to get it, but I cannot be wet because I cannot be wet. I'm going to like a very specific what is it called? Ceremony, yeah. So I cannot be wet. So what do we do? And then he looked at me. He was lost. I was lost. I couldn't get any taxi. I couldn't get any car. Like, and then we just stood there. And I'm like, fuck, like, I'm late. Then he told me, you want a raincoat? And then I was like, Crisis, 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 crisis. For Kuya, opportunity. He's having a conversation with a foreigner, right? Like all of the other writers look at him like motorcycle, then there's a stoplight. All of the other they look at my rider and they don't tell him anything, but just their face is like you it's your day. Like then I'm just like and then normally it's the longest stoplight in the world. Like and they just look at me and I'm like I think they're not, it doesn't look good. Like, come on, who looks good with a moving helmet? Like, who looks good with a shower cap? Like, what you see, they're like, it doesn't look good, but they're like, anyway. So they were like enjoying the situation. I was like super, super stressed. I didn't know what to do. And then he said, shower, not shower cap. Yeah. Then I said, okay. Then he take it out. And he opened it. And I'm asking him, what is this? And then he said, it's a raincoat. And I was like, for a kid? Like the size of the raincoat that you just brought, it doesn't cover half of my leg. Like so I will put it and then what? Then what? What do you think will happen? And then he was like, he didn't know what to do, he didn't know what to say. And it's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. Deep in the crisis. Eventually, somehow, he gave me his raincoat. He offered me, and then I was like, okay, like it was not an opportunity. It was still a crisis. You need to understand. Then I put it on me, and the smell. I put it on me, and I was like, it was like it smelled like it was locked wet for 100 years. And then I was inside of it. Okay, Agam, embrace it. You're already inside. The smell is already all of you. And then I was like going on the motorcycle, and he was, I think he really felt sorry for me because he was like, I handle it every Monday and Tuesday, but this foreigner, she's lost, like she don't know what to do. So he was his heart like was I'm like, it's gonna be okay. And then I put the raincoat, and then I was like holding my shoulders like this. It's the shortest like thing in the world, but it was the longest. And it was, guys, it was raining. I hold my shoulders like this and the helmet like this because I didn't want the water to go like here, so like this. And then like I put one hand from the inside like here, so it will not. And then I try to hold my body like this. And then at some point, like the raincoat fly. So my leg was outside, and I see the shoe is already. And then I see the driver from the mirror. He see me, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So he took the raincoat and he tapped my leg, and I was so busy at myself. I didn't think about him even for and like when we arrived, I looked at him. I think I've never seen anyone that wet in my life. He looked like he just went outside of I don't know what. He was like he had the drops like even inside of the helmet. So I just gave him all of the cash that I had. That's it. So eventually it was a good opportunity for him, right? He got the girl and the money. Oh. But for me, price. Depends, right? So the point is, it always comes together. If we look at BHIP, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to change your life. It's an opportunity to make money. It's an opportunity to surround yourself with people that share the same vision as yours. It's an opportunity to learn from successful people. It's an opportunity, and it's an opportunity. But it doesn't mean that it's only an opportunity, because there's shitload of difficulties. And the question is for you, because if I'm going to ask you right now, do you want to be successful? Then your answer going to be yes.
Yes.
Do you want to change your life? Then the answer going to be
Yes.
yes. But do you know what will determine if eventually you will succeed or not? If every single time that there is a difficulty, and if every single time that there is a crisis, and if every single time you feel like it's the end of the world, literally, if you succeed seeing the opportunity, you're on the right track. But every single time that there is a crisis and you see the crisis, you're off track. You're off track, and most likely you're gonna end up, staying the same, because it always comes together. Even when there is a real crisis coming to your life, notes. Even when there is a real crisis coming into your life, like real crisis, there is a chance and opportunity for you to learn from it and to grow from it, because that's the way that it works. It's always like that. But the truth is that, like, most people, whenever a crisis comes into their life, they don't succeed having the right mindset. Instead of having a mindset that see the opportunity, instead of having a mindset that say like, okay, have a challenge. So fucking what? So fucking what? Like, what do you think? Life gonna be just easier? No, it's not gonna be easier, and it's not gonna get easier as much as you get older. The only thing that you can do is to get better. If you get better, some things might be easier. But if you don't succeed having the right mindset when opportunity is coming, and instead of like seeing the opportunity, you just see the crisis. And what happened to people mostly when they see a crisis? What do? The biggest disease that exists on planet Earth. Whenever you get a crisis, whenever you get a challenge, you feel bad. You feel sorry for yourself. Like, why? Why this is happening to me? And then you say, hi, buhay, parang life. And everything gets dark, and you don't see the light in the end of the tunnel. Even though sometimes it's not a big thing, but we just make it big. No, my dad used to tell me, Agam, things are hard because we make them hard. And things can be so much easy if you just decide, if you just say to yourself. But if you keep on saying it's hard, it's hard, it's hard, oh, it's so difficult. Oh, why my life is like this? Your words have a huge impact on how you feel, and your words have a huge impact on your life. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. People, they talk to God, and then they say, God, please, 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 make me wiser. I want to be smarter. And then God is saying, okay, no problem. I will make you wiser. And then God is providing you problems. Why? Because every problem was meant for someone to find a fucking solution. But whenever the problem comes into your life, then what happened to your brain? Why I have so many problems? You asked for it, you idiot. You asked to be wiser. So if you find the solution, get smarter. Where is the problem? Not in the problem. The problem is that most people don't even try to find a solution because they focus on the problem. They focus on the difficulty. They focus on the crisis. And whatever you focus on, grow. So if you focus on negativity, negativity will grow. If you focus on problem, the problem, maybe you will have more problems, but if no more problems, then at least that one problem gonna be even bigger. Whatever you focus on, grow. Remember it. And then you ask from God, God, please, 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 please. I want to be stronger. Stronger. Make me invincible. Make me unstoppable. Make me that kind of person that even if I fall, I stand again. And then God is saying, I'm gonna make you stronger. Then God is giving you what? Challenges. Why? Because the challenge won't kill you. It will make you fucking stronger. But then the challenge come into your life and then you feel bad. Why? Then God is like, what the fuck? You asked for it, you stupid. You ask, what do you want? You're asking for me, I'm giving you, but then you complain. Because people are so good at feeling bad. People are so good at complaining, blaming everyone else. Aside, you don't need to blame yourself. You need to take responsibility. Because you're an adult. As far as I know, all the people here are adults. So stop acting like kids. Take responsibility on your life. Take responsibility on what is happening. Not to you, but for you. Because everything in life happens for a reason. If there is something happening in your life right now, it's for a reason. For you to get better, for you to improve, for you to grow, for you to learn a lesson, for you to I don't know what. And the thing is that like poor, average people, they have the talent to always feel bad. To always be the victim. Does it help you to feel bad? Now I know that sometimes like people have shitty circumstances. I know that sometimes people grew up in a shitty life, shitty family, shitty environment, shitty financial situation. I know. But feeling bad for your circumstances will help you to change it. Because you can find so many stories in the world. You can find people that grew up in shitty areas, shitty family, shitty values, and became good people. And you can find people that were born poor, died rich. So I always say, if you were born poor, and it's not your fault, right? It's not your fault. Do you choose? I want this family. Do you choose? No, you don't. Have money. Here, I want. No, you don't. Do you choose the values of your parents? No, you don't choose. So it's not your fault. But if you die poor, fucking your fault. Not your family's fault, not your boss' fault, not circumstances' fault. It's your fault because you had plenty of time to change it. You will never be able to change it if you feel bad for yourself. You will never be able to change it if you keep on complaining. You will never be able to change it if you always feel that life is so horrible. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Now, how do you do it? How do you do it? Like, how do you do that shift and you start practicing, going from a mind fuck to a mindset? And I believe like it's a combination of few things. Because I grew up, and maybe my dad eventually introduced me to this opportunity, but before that there was a period of time that like my childhood affected me, same as your childhood affected you. And one of the things that affected me in my childhood that unfortunately these days is I think it's affecting everyone because there is social media. But like I grew up with a fashion photographer, and with top models next to my dad and with celebrities next to my dad, that everyone have like this perfect image of how you should look like and how a woman should look like and how you should dress and the makeup and the hairstyle and everything. And I was exposed to things that I don't think kids should be exposed to. I listened to conversations and sometimes like auditions. I saw my dad when models entering one by one. And me as a kid, I looked from the side and I'm like, you're so beautiful and her boobs are equal and like she have nice teeth and nice lips and wow, like and her hair and her eyes and she's amazing. And then my dad is telling, you're overweight. You need to lose 3 kilos if you want to passed the audition. And then she, like, no, like, and me, I looked at the top model, and then I asked myself as a kid, she need to lose 3 kilos. How many kilos I need to lose? 7-year-old kid. Come on, a 7-year-old kid need to think about losing weight. Are you freezing? You're ice already. You're iced. Oh wow. I need to stand here a little bit. So nice. If I block it,
Yes.
it's better.
Yes.
Just don't do this mistake next time. Don't sit in front of the ice machine. Human being ice machine. Anyway, so I was, it fucked me up. It fucked me up because I was exposed to conversations and comments of like the chase after the perfection that do not exist. And that literally the models think that they're overweight. They think that because their nose is not straight, so it's ugly. Or because they have a space in their teeth, then they're ugly. They're not beautiful enough. And for me, they were more than enough. For me, they were perfect. So it fucked up the image that I have, like with myself. And that's why, like, one of the things that I feel like as a messenger these days, like to teach and to show, is that your self-love and self-value should not be determined by how you look. Should not be determined by what other people tell you, because maybe I was exposed to it as a kid, a daughter of a fashion photographer, but today you see it on social media all the time. You see it all the time of like the chase after perfect. Now, I'm not against, we dress nice and I like makeup and I fix my face a little bit. I did my lips. I had no lip before. Like, like no upper lip. So when I smile, you only see teeth. Yeah. And not even if there is a lipstick and I smile, the lipstick goes, like inside. So I'm not against. I did like a lip filler. If it makes you feel good, then do it. But if you take care of the outside, and on the outside you look perfect, but you don't work on the inside, then you will never love yourself. How many celebrities and artists that they make shit lot of money and they look amazing and they have the best wardrobe, how do you call it? Because they have the best brands and like from top designers and things that were designed exclusively for them. And they dated the hottest, whatever. And then you find them a few years later that they took an over, how do you call it? They're gone. They ended their life. How many stories like this exist? Why? Because everything was amazing from the outside. But in the inside, it was rotten. It was empty. And that's why that you don't want to put conditions for your self-value. You don't want to put conditions for your self-love. You don't want to do that. It's not connected to how you dress. It's not connected to who you're dating with. It's not connected to if people love you. It's not connected to the money that you have. It's connected to the relationship that you have with yourself. What do you say about yourself? And if you think about it for a second, so many times we're so strict with ourselves. Like how many times a day you say to yourself good words? How many times a day you say to yourself, I'm smart, I'm amazing, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm on the right track, keep on going, I'm good, I did a great job, or I didn't do a great job, but I'm getting better every single day. Like how do you talk to yourself? You can be so positive with other people, but how are you with yourself? When you look in the mirror, what do you say? I don't know. Most people don't look in the mirror and say, Right now, I went to pee. And then I looked at myself in the mirror. And maybe you look at me today and you say like, of course you say something like this. Before I met Bihip, I would never say anything like this about myself. I would look in the mirror and I would say like, sometimes I wouldn't even look because I don't want to see. Because I didn't like myself. I didn't like how I look. I didn't like my life. I didn't think, I told you, I shared with you. For me to get to a point that I can look in the mirror and like what I see, I had to work on myself like my life project. You know, if you grew up next to parents and in environment that keep on telling you how amazing you are, how talented you are, how strong you are, how powerful you are, then you become a fucking superhero, okay? But most of us, we didn't grow up like this. And maybe at home, you receive those compliments, but then you go outside to the evil kids, right? Sometimes kids can be so evil, like oh my God, like, ah. Then it affects. Then we become adults and we have like so many fucked up things. So what do we do now? We work on it. We change it. And you can. You can. That's why I'm talking with you about it. Because maybe for whatever, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, you live your life every day thinking that you're not enough. So at least take the next 40 years and start living like you are enough. Start working on it. Start investing in yourself. Start seeing the things that you have that other people don't. Stop comparing yourself to others. It's irrelevant because maybe one person is better than you in one thing, but for sure there is one thing that you're better in it than him. You can look at other people and learn from other people, but stop making yourself less than others. You are special enough the way that you are. You're unique enough the way that you are. And the self-love, the self-appreciation, the self-value need to be your life project. Because the day that you wake up in the morning and you feel that you're good enough, the day that you wake up in the morning and you feel that you have something amazing to give to the surrounding, to the world, is the day that's going to change your fucking life. Everything will get better. Your relationships will get better. Your friendships will get better. Your finance will get better. You will even look prettier than what you look right now. I'm not kidding. Without any change. Without any change. Without injections and makeup. Something gonna change. You know, when I moved to Barcelona, I had a lot of, suddenly no family and no friends. So I had like more time for myself. And I worked in that time, like I worked on that. And suddenly people start telling me like, Akam, what changed? What did you do? And I'm like, I didn't change anything, like in my face. You look prettier. You didn't change anything. When you change from the inside, when you're shining from the inside, when there is light inside, it goes outside. It goes outside. But if there is only light outside and inside it's dead, then it's just a mask. It's not real. Some people say I do brainwash. Brainwash. I do. I am. Same as you wash your body. Do you wash your body?
Yes.
Very good. Also need to wash your brain. Why do you wash your body? So it will not smell bad. You need to wash your brain also because it gets dirty. It gets dirty from the negativity. It gets dirty from the toxic people that surround us. It gets dirty. It gets dirty from the news. Come on, in the news. Some people are in their house. News always open in the TV. I don't understand that. It's like consciously, you keep on hearing like shit, because in the news, no one talk about the world is amazing and like, give your story about someone that did something good today. No, that criminal and that politician and that shit and this war and that, like, I'm not saying live in Narnia and disconnect completely. But if there is one thing that you want to protect on, is your inner self. If there is one thing that you want to protect on, is negativity. Protect yourself from negativity. And the way to do all of that is by two things. And I'm going to give you right now two things that help me to go through that change. And it's going to be simple to do. That's not easy, but simple to do, what I will teach you right now. But it's going to be even more simple not to do it. Because it's going to be more simple to stay the same. But to apply what I'm going to tell you right now, I promise to you, you can apply every single day if you choose to. If you remember. Because if you will not do it consciously, then you will go back to what you're used to for X amount of years that you're living. Here is the first thing. The first thing, every single day, talk to yourself in the mirror. Out loud. Don't go to the mirror. Like, talk to yourself out loud in the mirror. Hopefully, no one will hear you. Because if someone here, it can be a bit awkward. Okay, a bit awkward. But I promise you, this is the best thing that you can do to yourself. Talk to yourself like you are the greatest person in the world. Talk to yourself as you look up to right now the person that you would admire the most. In every single aspect. In terms of value, in terms of character, in terms of personality, in terms of how you look. Say to yourself, I am fucking amazing. I am a queen. I am strong. I am unstoppable. I am special. I am unique. I am the creation of God. I am the chosen one. I am number one. I am a multi-fucking millionaire. Are you? No. Do you really think that you're unstoppable? No. Do you really think that you are the best person? No. But if you say it enough times, one day you will start believing what you say. Every day, talk to yourself for 5 minutes in front of the mirror. Every day. Is it simple to do it? Yes. You can do it. If you can speak and if you have a mirror, you can do it. Maybe it's going to be a little bit awkward in the beginning, but don't worry, it's just you and you. So there is no reason to be shy from yourself. It's just you looking at you. But in the beginning, it might be like, yeah, I mean, one day, you're going to look in the mirror and something will change in your entire posture. Something will change in your entire energy. Do it. It's the best gift that you can give to yourself. It's not something, and you know what? Like I said, it's simple to do, much simple not to do. But if you want to start getting an impact out of it, you have to do it with, right? We wrote consistency. You have to do it every single fucking day. You know, success leaves footprints in the sand. I'm telling you what to do. I'm telling you what to do. And in the next couple of days, I will continue telling you what to do. Then you have 3 options. The first option is to listen, to follow. The second option is 50-50. But if the footprints are in the sand and sometimes you follow and sometimes you don't follow, where do you think you're going to find yourself? Lost and not where I am, for sure. And the third option is not to listen. But there is only one track that can lead you maybe to the change that you want, and that's listen to what I'm telling you. It takes 21 days to create a new habit. So if you don't do it 21 days in a row, you need to start again. But if you do it for 21 days, I don't know, how can you, some people say, I forget. What can you do to remember? Alarm. Right? Alarm. A much important alarm is not the one that you use to wake up in the morning, but that alarm that will remind you to talk to yourself and to talk to yourself in a positive way. That's the first thing. The second thing, choose who are the 5 people that will surround you the most starting from now on. Because maybe this is an exercise that you've never done before, but you already have 5 people that surround you. Most likely, it's those that you are naturally spending time with. But what you don't know is that those that you spend time with determines who you are. You are the average of the 5 people that surround you the most. So if you are surrounded by negative people, you're going to be negative. If you're surrounded by poor people, you're going to be poor. If you're surrounded by rich people, there is a higher chance for you to get rich. If you're surrounded with positive people, you're going to be positive. If you're surrounded with fat people, most likely you're going to be fat. You are the average of the people that surround you the most. So check, who are you surrounded with right now? And I promise to you that you will not be surprised with why your life look like the way that it looks right now. Because if you go like normally rich people, who are their friends? Rich. And poor people, who are their friends? Poor. But how you will get out of the circle? How you will get out of the circle if you keep on surrounding yourself with the same people? Who are the people that surround you right now? Do they lift you up or they drag you down? Do they teach you how to fight for your dreams or how to settle for less? Do they teach you how to push yourself beyond your limits, or they teach you how to, be lazy and non-productive? Do they teach you to dream and to have vision and to have courage, or they teach you to live life out of fear? Are they negative or positive? So now comes the question: what do you do if one of those not really good influencers in your life is your mom? What do you do? You sell your mom? Wow! I hope she's expensive. You can't just change your mom, diba? You cannot. You cannot reborn. Especially if you live with her. You cannot just kick her out of her house, right? Like, it doesn't work that way. So if you cannot change your mom, at least when she talks to you, don't tell her to shut up, okay? It's gonna end up bad. Tell her, Mom, I love you. Don't listen. Later, when you make shit lot of money, buy her things. Buy her flowers. You need to choose very, 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 very specifically. Who do you want that will surround you? Who do you want to be? What kind of person you want to be? What do you want to have? And make sure that those that surround you inspire you to become like this, to become that person that live the life that you want to have. Because I think that one of the biggest problems is, we call law of association, and it's not just the people that you surround yourself with, but it's also the people that you get advices from. Because most people, who do they consult with? Friends and family. Do you understand the problem? After I spoke about it, you speak with friends and family. Do they live the life that you want to live? No. If yes, keep on doing that. But if no, maybe they're the wrong people to get an advice from. If you want to have good, healthy relationship, you don't want to learn from someone that cheated, right? That's not the right person to learn from. If you want to be a good person, you don't want to learn from Pablo Escobar, who's the biggest criminal in the Philippines. Maybe it's better that I don't mention. Let's stick with Colombia, okay? Let's stick with the criminals in Colombia, not the criminals in the Philippines. I might find myself, you don't know what, right? So, Pablo Escobar. So you don't want to learn from Pablo Escobar how to be a good person. Because even if you really want to, you don't teach because he's a shitty person. You don't want to learn from a taxi driver how to be a millionaire. Because he's not a millionaire. And not only that he's not a millionaire, he's not on the way. He's on the way to Makati, he's on the way to, but he's not on the way to become a millionaire, right? So you need to choose carefully who do you get advices from. And maybe the number one key, because we are here, I'm talking about self-value and I'm talking about being happy and true happiness. And I'm talking about but we're here eventually to make money, right? Do you want to make money? Yeah. Just make money and be happy people at the same time, okay? Because money makes you more of who you are. If you're a shitty person and suddenly you have a lot of money, you become shittier. If you're a depressed person and suddenly you have more money, you become depressier. If you're a good person, you have money, you become a better person because you're going to do good things with your money. If you're a negative person and suddenly you have money, you're not going to be suddenly positive. Temporarily, yes. So become who you want to become before money is coming. Right? That's why everything that I talk about. But we are not here to make friends. Are you here to make friends? Are you here to make friends?
No.
Like, yes. If you want to make friends, go to party. Go to Poblacion. Go to BGC. Go to I don't know what. And make friends. You're here to make money, and that's why you have to protect your mindset, not just from negativity, but you have to protect your mindset from who is giving you an advice. Because sometimes from a very, very friendly Filipino thing, suddenly you give her advice. And she's like, wow. But you came here to learn. You came here to learn. How she can teach you if she need to learn? So sometimes the advice is you want to listen to those that have the results that you want to have. ¿Comprende?
Sí.
¿Se entendejan? ¿Capish?
Sí.
Very, very good. Very, very good. You know, when we talk about building business in Philippines, let's say it's very, very different than building business in Western countries, okay? People always ask me, I'm like, what's the difference? What is different Philippines compared to Barcelona? And then I say, what is not different? Is different. Everything is different in the food. Everything is different in the country. Everything is different in the culture. Everything is different in the language. I know that some words in Tagalog sounds like Spanish, but it's not the same meaning. It's not the same meaning, so don't do that, okay? Everything is different. Everything is different. And I think that one of the things that I have experienced when I came here was like a culture shock. And if you've never lived abroad, then you don't know what culture shock means. But culture shock means like you grew up in a completely different way. And now you are with people that grew up in a completely different way. And somehow you need to communicate, have fun together. But it's just, it's not the same. So same, like the first day that I arrived to Barcelona, I wanted to run away. Also, first day I arrived to Philippines, I wanted to run away. I looked at the streets. I came from Barcelona. You know how the streets looks in Barcelona? BGC, nice streets, right? Rockwell, nice streets, right? Barcelona, better streets. Everything is clean and organized and wide. And even when there is traffic, it's like a classic traffic. It's like luxury. Luxury. Here, the motorcycle attack the first row, right? Like, and and then they have a conversation. Like in Barcelona, the motorcycle is behind the car. like a gentleman, like just waiting here. I remember the first day I arrived, I looked up in Makati, I saw the cables. And honestly, I thought, when there is a storm, what happens to those cables? Like, it looks so heavy. And I thought, like, better not to walk under the cables because it might drop. Everything is different. Everything is different. I just told you that your bag is very, very different. Right? You have toothbrush in your bag. You don't find toothbrush in bags of people from Europe. You have rice. Always prepared. In case that there would be no rice, you always have a backup of a rice. You have a, well, that's, I don't know if everyone, but the first time I saw it, I got really shocked. The people have a soap in their bag. You know what I'm talking about? Are you sure?
Yes.
Soap for what? Soap for cleaning asses, right? Literally. Guys, that's disgusting. It's not, let's say if it's liquid, then I understand, but it's not liquid. It's ew. I remember the first time I saw it, I was literally, when you said culture shock, I was like, why the fuck you carry a soap in your fucking bag? So many different things. Filipinos like to hug their bag, right? You've been hugging your bag for almost 2 hours. I think that you are better in hugging bags than hugging human beings. You are hugging, but I understand I got snatched. So now you see, as long as I'm here, I start to understand more and more things that in the beginning I didn't understand. I didn't understand this. I didn't understand the good morning towel. I didn't understand that people are sneezing and they're like, I'm sorry that you. I didn't understand like so many things. I'm starting to understand little by little. I promise you, you will never find me with a soap. No fucking way. You will never find me. You will never see me with a good morning towel. No matter how hot is it. There's some things that you will never see me getting outside of an elevator like this. Can you please explain to me? I think I saw you one time doing it, not in an elevator, but I think I saw you one time like, or when like we still see you, huh? Even if you do this, we still see, guys. There are weird things, and there's a huge gap in the culture. But for me, the biggest gap, because since I was a kid, and even before I met Bihi, as a teenager, I always had dreams. Who said this? Someone said you dream to fly.
Butterfly.
Dream to fly. Who? You said it? Don't feel so shy because it was my dream also before. I dreamed to be a bird. And I even wrote a song. Yeah, I wrote a song. I still remember it. It's not gonna happen, guys. I'm not gonna. No, because it's in Hebrew. It's in Hebrew. It's just like lyrics. I didn't sing it, even though I had a melody a little bit. But anyway, I wanted to be a bird because I wanted to fly. So I had dreams ever since I was a kid. But also, like, as a teenager, I always knew, like, I'm gonna be a successful, like, I didn't know that, but I always dreamed, like, to be a successful woman, to be independent, to be inspiration for others. Like, I always had dreams. And Filipinos don't. I feel like I see so many people that they have lost the most important thing in life. That's faith. They have lost faith that life can be better. They have lost faith that dreams can come true. They have lost faith. And you know, I laugh the zombie thing. But those people lost faith. People that they walk in the street and, you know, like they have no, just like Walking Dead. And I don't know why is it that people lost faith. Maybe like really so many bad circumstances, so many difficulties. Maybe because your parents didn't teach you to dream and to fight for your dreams. I don't know. But I just know one thing for sure, that there are 5 steps to success in behavior. And the first step is to dream. The first step is to bring back into your life the word hope and faith. The dreams can become true. And if you want to be successful, the first thing that you need to awake within you is your passion and your ambition for a better life. Better life for yourself, better life for your family. You need to have the courage to dream. Because as kids, you had dreams, right? You dream to fly. And I don't know, some of you, like you had dreams. Kids, they dream about unrealistic things, right? They dream to be a superhero. You and me, as adults, we know that superheroes do not exist. Like you're not gonna have superpowers all of a sudden. Because we grew up into a reality that showed us XYZ. Now, we need to be realistic. But also being very realistic, it's very risky. Because being realistic, if Elon Musk was realistic, then there would be no Tesla. No Tesla. If the world would be very realistic, then we would never get to the Mars. And a lot of things. If Steve Jobs would be realistic, then Apple would never exist. If Mark Zuckerberg would be very realistic, there would be no Facebook, Instagram. What else is connected to Meta? WhatsApp. If you want to be successful, you need to awaken the ambition within you for something that is different than what you have right now. You need to dream again. Same as a little kid that dream, and not just dream, like right when you see kids, they're like, they can literally hold a bottle and imagine that bottle is an airplane. Is it an airplane? No, but when they play with a bottle, they see airplane. That's how you need to see your dream. It doesn't exist yet in reality. You see it, you feel it, you smell it, you almost touch it. Because if you want to be successful, you need to know where you're going. If you use right now GPS, what's the first thing you need to do when you use the GPS? You need to put, where is it that you're gonna go? Exactly. If you put Pampanga, where are you gonna find yourself? But where? We are going next week, Bronze Plus and Little de Mesa. We are going to have an outing, right? We're gonna have an out, right? Come on. We're gonna have, right? We're gonna have an outing, and we're gonna go to Pampanga, and we are going to a place called Casa Uno, which is a villa. But if we will not tell to the van driver Casa Uno where he will go, somewhere, and we can create a movie Lost in Pampanga, right? Like, I don't know where the fuck we're gonna go, because you have to put a specific destination. The second thing, you need to know, right, where do you start? Because you can't calculate the road if you don't know where you are and where you're gonna go. Guys, you need to know where you're going. You need to know what you want. You need to know what's your dream. You need to know what's your passion. And unfortunately, Filipinos, you have amazing things in your culture, but one of the things that I'm having difficulties with is that, wait, God comes first in your culture, right?
Yeah.
Who comes second? Houston, we have a problem. Because where are you? Sometimes third, sometimes not even there. You live your life. Now, I'm not against like living your life to provide for your family, but you want to be successful. The number one principle you need to understand is that you have to put yourself first. Because becoming successful, it's a huge investment with your time on becoming better, on self-love, on protecting yourself from negativity, on learning new skills, on developing all of these characteristics until you make shitload of money. When you make shitload of money, then give. But until you give, you need to think about yourself. Same like in an airplane, in case of emergency, you need to put the mask to you first. If your baby is next to you, because if you are gone, you cannot help the baby. How about life? If you don't have money, can you give money? No. If you are not happy, can you teach your kids how to be happy? No. Guys, the most important person in your life is you. If you're not there, you cannot take care of the people that you love. If you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of others. And sometimes people live their life just giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. Eventually, they empty. You cannot empty out your resources. You have to charge yourself first, charge yourself first, charge yourself first. And if you want to be successful, you need to prioritize yourself. Then, after that, maybe people are going to think that you're egoistic, that you're selfish. Yes, temporarily, you are. But then make sure that you take that time that you're selfish and egoistic and you think about your family, but work hard like a motherfucker. So within 1, 2, 3 years, you can just live for giving. So you can give and give and give and give and give without feeling that there is less for you. But in order to start all this process, you need to ask yourself, what do you want? What's your dream? Because sometimes I feel like Filipinos, their ultimate dream is to provide for their family or to buy a house for the family or to renovate the house or to give back to mom and dad. But I want you to ask yourself, if that dream is really your dream, this is the thing that make you on fire mode. This is the thing that you will be willing to wake up at 4 in the morning, not for your fucking boss, but to sell one more product. This is the thing that you want so bad that you will be willing to give up on family gathering. This is the thing that you want so hard that you're willing to work hard for it. So you are willing to give up on your vacations in the next 2 years. So later on, your entire life can be one big vacation. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that you will be willing to give up on many things. And then if you're not, then it's not your dream. Maybe it's just something that someone taught you, that you should take care of your family. You should give, but you need to find what do you want for yourself. You need to find what gives you the passion. You need to find, like, what is the kind of life that you want to live? You need to find what is it that makes vibration in your body. What is it that make your pussy wet? So wet because you want it so bad. You understand? When you want it. What is it that make your dick so hard? Because you want it so bad. But not the boy or the girl. The dream. Do you understand? I thought you didn't, maybe. I don't know. What is it that you want, guys? And you know, that question no one can answer beside you. And maybe you will not know until tomorrow, but you need to know. Maybe you need to travel. Would you like to travel, like, to take a vacation that, like, when you come back, you don't feel because the next week you can travel again. Because life is under your choice. Maybe you like how do you say it? Luxurious life. Maybe you like to eat. Like, I don't know. Maybe you want to try like the best restaurants in the world. Maybe you like to party, but not to party cheap. Party expensive. Maybe you like being in 5-star hotels and not just hostels. Maybe traveling is your passion. I don't know. You need to find what is it that you want. That's why my last assignment for you today. And again, simple to do, much more simple not to do. Don't go to sleep tonight. Even if tomorrow you come like this. And then I will ask you why you're so tired, and then you say, Agam, because you said not to sleep. Then okay, I accept. I will give you indigo, okay? Tomorrow. Don't go to sleep before you find it. Before you find the number one thing that will make you unstoppable. The number one thing that you want, how your life gonna look like 5 years from now. What is the house of your dream? How much money you wanna make? You wanna give back to the family? Be specific. What do you wanna give back? How do you wanna give back? When do you wanna give back? What is the car of your dreams? I don't know who here like cars. You like cars? Like, what kind of cars you like? What do you like? Mustang? What do you like? Cars or motorcycles? Both. If you can choose one, what do you choose? No budget limit. Cars, which one? Maybe it's cars. I don't know. You need to find what is it that give you that. Like normally people that like cars, they get horny from it. Like literally big heart, wet pussy, because they're like or motorcycle gangsters, right? They're like they love their motorcycle more than they like their wife. Like they're obsessed with it. They're obsessed with it. So you need to find what is it that you want. Don't go to sleep before you find it. And you will know very fast because you will feel it in your. If you feel something there, then you know you found the right thing. Find what gives you that passion that will make you to never stop until you reach the top. So I want to finish with a video that talks about everything that we talked today, basically, but just summarize. And hopefully you're gonna take that video and that it will go somewhere into your subconscious so you will never forget it, because that's what makes a difference. Let's watch it and then we're done.
So you thought it was the end of the story. So you thought just because the student was willing to be obedient to the guru and not only wake up, but meet him at the beach early in the morning, you thought that was enough? Oh, I got it. So you thought because he was willing to walk out into the deep of the ocean that was enough, because the guru placed his head under the water, pulled it out, and taught him that the secret to success is wanting it as bad as you want to breathe. So you thought that was the end of the story? You thought that one single event, that one single moment was enough for him to stand amongst the greats, to make his dream become a reality. Well, you thought wrong. In fact, it's far from over. That was the easy part. Now it's time to redefine the grind. Well, you thought it was over. Well, it's just getting started. See, this is the part. This is the part where life demands you make a lifelong commitment. This is the part where life demands that you make a vow, come hell or high water, that you're willing to pay the price. The full fare where you earn your spot with effort, with sweat, with blood, with tears. And so you say you want it as bad as you want to breathe. Then it's showtime. It's examination time. It's time to get tested, to test your will, your endurance. It's time to test your heart, to test your limits. This is the part where you reinvent yourself. Sleep. I don't sleep. You thought that was it? It goes deeper than going without sleep because you might miss the opportunity to succeed. No. It's about no days off, no weekends, no holidays, no birthdays. Listen to me, no days off, no half days, no holidays, no snow days. It's about gaining the competitive edge. It's about separation. It's about separating yourself from the pack. The competition. It's about being a little faster, a little stronger. Listen to me, a little faster than you were last year, last month, last week. In fact, you gotta be a little faster today than you were yesterday. And you can't afford, on the road to success, you can't afford to make excuses. No excuses when you feel pain. And trust me, you will feel it. You gotta go deep down, beyond exhaustion, beyond worn down. And when it's harder than you imagine it would be, when it takes longer than you thought it would take, and when the load is heavier than you thought you could bear, and all you want to do is give up, and all you want to do is give in. When you feel like you've given all you got, you gotta take one more step. You gotta run one more lap. You gotta throw one more punch, and regardless of how much is left in the tank, you gotta fight back. And you gotta fight a little harder. You gotta defeat disappointment, annihilate weakness, and punish the competition. It's about pushing yourself beyond the limits. It's about perfecting the you, not just doing more, not just being better, but finding your best. Listen to me. It's more than wanting as bad as you want to breathe. That's not enough. You got to be willing to face every fear, climb every mountain, defy every odd, onslaught every obstacle, one step at a time, one day at a time, until you, only you, are left standing. There's no one else or nothing in your way until you reach the top.
Okay. Excited na kayo, guys. Kasi may nakapagpila ako ngayon. But maybe ayaw nyo. Kasi nga, kanina we had a meeting with Agam and then Team Michael. So they had a call. So I'm excited about it. I think you will be excited as well. Sino may sa cars? Toy car or real car? Cars? What car? Yung dream car mo? Ala, hindi ko alam yan. Hindi ko din alam yan. Alam ko na Supra yung sapatos mo. Char. Okay. Hindi ako mahilig sa cars, right? I just like to look at them, but I don't know what they are. No? So it's okay. What's your favorite car? Gusto mo ng Porsche? What if we have a Porsche for you? Okay lang kung hindi Supra, kung Porsche. Okay lang. Ano mas gusto mo, Supra or Porsche?
Both of them.
Ah. Hey, you want? I will show you, okay? Each one of us, you have a chance to have this Porsche. So I want you to watch the video. Imagine, listen to the sound of the Porsche. And, i-feel mo na yung nakasakay ka sa Porsche. So let's watch this because you can have this. Hindi lang yung toy na Porsche, but to actually get it for free. Do you want a free Porsche? It's okay if you don't win the Porsche, right? Yung mga bitter na tao, if you don't get a Porsche, you will say, it's okay. I will buy it myself, right? Either or, but why not to get something na free Porsche? Binibigyan ba kayo ng free Porsche sa company niyo? No? Binigyan na kayo ng tatay niya ng free Porsche? Wala pa? But buti na lang yung daddy natin here, mamibigay siya. Daddy Mike, right? Daddy Mike. So let's watch a video of the Porsche promotion. This is exclusive lamp for Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, Laos, right? That was the Philippines, right? Right? Yeah. Yung ibang boys, yung nakita nila yung Porsche, ganun sila. Imagine just to win it, right? But do you think winning is for free? You need to work hard, okay? So you need to like as many tickets as you accumulate based on the actions na gagawin mo. So for the new people, wala pa kayong idea how to do it. So we will talk with you to summarize everything that we learned today. You will go there's a small room together with me. For people in the process on the way to become professionals, you need to wait for me. Okay, I finish with them 10 to 15 minutes. So you wait for me, then we will talk in a circle as well here. So just go to your respective tables. Professionals, pro circle, we have a mission this week. Okay, so the team leaders will talk about it, and then that's it. Palakpak again for the working group. Okay na ba tayo lang, pero kanta ko oy. I just go, ibang to. Hello? Bang, 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 bang. Okay na? Okay na kayo? Okay ba ako? Char. Okay na? Okay ka dyan? Okay! Kumusta? Nag-enjoy kayo sa party or bitin, no? Kasi walang alak. Yay! Okay. Anyway, so as what I got mentioned kanina, um, we're teaching about five steps to success here. And your five steps to success, you can implement this not just here, but even outside of the project. And when I heard about that, it's like, okay, step by step, I had more clarity as to how I can also achieve the things that I want. And in the beginning, even I didn't know what I wanted. And the five steps to success, the first thing is we spoke about it today. It's about to have a dream. You know, like why you want to be successful, like what's really your dream. They say your why, your dream is 5 years from now. Where do you live? What your house looks like? Your dream house, even. Now, not just think about a house, kung ano yung design sa Pag-ibig housing loan. No, 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 no. Okay, but like, really, what's your dream? How much do you want to earn every single month? What cars do you drive? Nakita niyo yung Porsche? Gusto niyo yung Porsche? Right? Or maybe you don't want a Porsche, right? Pero why not? What if you win it? Pero ayoko ng Porsche. Bigyan mo na lang sa iba. Right? And of course, what you're able to give to others, right? And maybe it's even difficult for some of you because I remember myself, it was not that easy for me to dream again. Okay? Because for so long, we've been stuck in the routine of work, of life. Now, okay, this is my salary. So this is my budget. This is what I can pay for my house. This is the amortization I can pay for my car. Blah 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 blah. And that's why we always talk about having at least the ambition to aim high, very high. There's no limit. Because if we take, for example, the most successful people in the Philippines, can you give me some names? Yung buhay pa. Wait lang. Huh? I'm not very familiar with this story. Can we take Manny Pacquiao? Siya na lang. Familiar ako sa kanya, no? Kasi lagi akong nasa Instagram ni Jinky. No? Kung anong pinampabili niya. No? I like what she's buying, okay? But you think he's successful? Yes, right? He became the number one boxer in the Philippines. Did he become number one overnight? No. Not okay. After 3 years, number one boxer na. How many years siya nag-training? 10 years? Maybe? Right? Bago siya naging number one. So he became number one boxer. Okay? And I'm familiar with the story kasi dati, sobrang sikat niya. So I read a lot. I like reading. I want to ask, sino sa inyo gusto maging successful? Like, you ever thought about becoming successful? Just raise your hands. Okay? Now let me ask that question. You say you want to be successful, but when was the last time you read a book about it? Right? Maybe you read some books, maybe you listened to audios, even me, but I really didn't know exactly how to implement it. Right? And that's why, like, when I met Agam, I was like super excited about it because finally there's someone here who's gonna guide me. Because before I was really lost. Okay, I didn't know how to achieve it. And there are footprints on the sand, no secrets, ang daming mga materials and tools. And here we teach those things for free that you can even use here directly and outside, right? Let's go back to the example. Si Manny Pacquiao. He did not only become the number one boxer in the history, he became a senator, right? Ano pa? He became a basketball coach and player, right? He became a singer. You remember? Look at the shot. Para sa'yo. Pastor. He's also a pastor. I'm not necessarily a fan. Okay? There are people who love him. Yes or no? Yes. There are people who hate him, doesn't like him as well. Someone who doesn't like him. Do you think there's someone who doesn't like him? Yes, right? Successful people in general, they have people who love them, but also people who don't like them. And that's why most people will never be successful. I'm not telling you to accumulate haters, okay? No, no, no. But if you don't have people that they don't like you because you're good, because of what you're capable of, then you're in the wrong path. Okay? So it's part of the way, and that's why we have trainings. So you develop the spine. Okay? So you develop that core. That it doesn't matter what naysayers, people who will tell you that you cannot do it, for example, you do it anyway. Elon Musk, people love him. Yes, but there are people who hate him as well. Same, right? It's part of the way. Okay? But I talk about the dream because I forgot how to dream until I met this project. Nakalimutan ko na talaga. So it was quite difficult for me, and that's why I will help you a little bit right now for some of you na maybe mahirap sa inyo. Okay? So, yung una lang kasi na dream ni Manny Pacquiao, like based on my readings before, gusto nilang magbigay ng house and lot for Mommy Janisha. Yun lang talaga, okay? But now he's able to give more, right? Through his family and everything. So I'm not necessarily a fan, but at the same time, at the end of the day, for now, his bank balance is bigger than my bank balance. Yeah. So there is something that you can learn from each one. No need to copy everything about successful people, but take the good things about them. Okay. So here I learned that you have to start to really like break the glass ceiling. To start to aim high, very high. Like if you have all of the money in the world and money is not an issue anymore, what are you able to give to yourself or for others? And in the beginning, okay, because usually, especially employees, okay, and I used to be an employee, we just settle. We settle based on this salary. And maybe ambition can also be defined by being someone that you don't settle anymore. And we're looking for someone that, 3 months from now, not a long time, right? It will pass anyways. We have 4 months left: September, October, November, December. So let's say 4 months. We're looking for people that after 2024, by 2025, you don't want anymore to keep on telling mom and dad, I'm sorry, we can't afford the best healthcare yet. Right? In the Philippines, if you don't have enough money, gather money for emergencies, for all of those things. How many people live that way? Maybe you don't want that anymore. We're looking for people that, I don't know, maybe you have a partner. Sino may partner? Boyfriend, girlfriend. Ano tawagan nyo? Dad. Oh. Kayo? Ha? Hummingbird naghapon naman. Hummingbird. Ha? Okay. Mahal. Babe. Hummingbird. I'm sorry we can't afford our dream date yet. Or our dream wedding yet. Or our dream honeymoon yet. Ang mahal mag-Maldives, at least 10K USD per head. Gusto niyo mag-Maldives? If you don't want, it's okay. I will tell those who want. Okay. You will know, no? Later on. Sorry, we can't afford our dream house yet. Our dream car yet. Maybe you have kids. Sino dito, you have kids na? Okay. Maybe, after or this Christmas, right? You don't want to keep on telling your kids, anak, bunso, sorry, we can't afford this. Or if magka-college na sila, anak, sorry, we can't afford your dream course yet. Sa dream school, for example. And one day I want to have my own kids as well. And why I work hard in this project is because if I don't change anything, then the kids of the rich people, one day they will hire my kids. Because I didn't change anything. And it felt so painful for me that I told myself, okay, it's about time to really do something. Maybe I don't know everything yet, but I will learn. And I will learn from the right people. Okay? So maybe your dream is not just about that, but I don't know, to travel the world. Who would like to travel? Raise your hands, okay? Or maybe your dream is to eat in nice restaurants, right? You know, it doesn't matter if you eat in a nice restaurant or you eat in a carinderia. Who cares if you have millions in your bank account, but you have the freedom to choose, right? It doesn't matter if you ride in traffic in a very nice car with nice smell, right? Nice aircon. Or gusto mong makiisa sa sambayanan at mag-jeep ka. Who cares? But you have millions in your bank account, but you have the freedom to choose. Maybe one day jeep, one day bus, right? Gusto mong mag-contribute sa ekonomiya, right? Or one day in your chopper, Makati to BGC, may mga chopper paths dyan, right? Maybe your dream is, I don't know, to live in a penthouse. Like Michael Sarkelt, he has a penthouse. We've been there like many times whenever we go to Bangkok. And he has 2 floors, penthouse. He has a private chef, private pool. He has a Kalachuchi on the 60th floor in Bangkok. Really? Kalachuchi, okay? And he has a very nice, beautiful view. He has his private elevator. Yes. But maybe you don't like the city life, no? Maybe gusto nyo to have a farm in the province. Yeah, why not, right? Or maybe your dream is, I don't know, like to have your own island. Who would like to have his own island one day? There are islands for sale in the Philippines. Yeah, you can buy 300K USD or 400K. And you know, that's just monthly income of Michael. Even if you just earn 100K USD, you can buy that island after 3 months, right? I know gusto dito island hopping, but why not island shopping? Right? Of course, if you have an island, so you have a boat or a yacht, right? Alam naman magbangka ka, right? Mag-swimming ka Olympics, no? Right? Maybe your dream is just like me. My dream is to live on top of a hill, okay? All of the hill is mine. Okay? Hindi sa Chocolate Hills, okay? Somewhere else. But be very specific about what you want, right? And then you wake up in the morning in your king size bed. Why? Right? And you wake up with the love of your life. Sino dito hindi na pa nahanap ang love of your life? Sino pa walang asawa? Raise your hands. Oh, okay. Good for you. Ha? Nahanap ko na rin ang love of my life. You want to see? Hello siya. Ay, pinalitan ko na pala. Partnership. Siya yung ano ko for 2 weeks. Screen lang. Si Limin Ho. Okay. There are 3 ways to wake up in the morning. If you haven't found it, then good for you. So you learn something now. Because hindi naman pwede. Honestly, di ako masyado naniwala. Masyado kasi tayong pateleserye, right? Madrama. Right? Na nagkahawa ka ng kamay niyo sa 7-Eleven. Kumuha ka ng Milo. Right? Oy, kami na. Right? And not that. You can actually like at least don't settle, like aim for something, right? There's 3 ways how to wake up in the morning. The first way to wake up, so you wake up. It's your dream, right? He or she is your dream. The person you're, or dalawa sila if you want, right? Second way to wake up is you wake up. You laugh. I don't know for what reason, but I tried waking up and I laughed. No? Maybe you laugh about the person or you laugh at yourself. Why? This is the person I wake up to. Third way to wake up is you wake up and you sleep again. And then you smell your bed sheets, right? Chanel No. 5. Or Downy. Floral passion. Catriona Gray. And you didn't do the laundry because you can already afford for someone else to do it for you. Or maybe one day there will be robots, right? And you will hire the robots. Or you buy the robot will do everything for you. Because one day there will be no jobs. Or meron pa siguro, but like 30 to 40% of the jobs will be replaced by robots. Ask yourself, if you don't have a plan, what will happen, right? And then you go outside, you see a very beautiful view. Maybe you want to live on the beach. Sino gusto to live on the beach? Oh, and then you can hear the sound of the waves, right? And then the seagulls, right? Seagulls. Seagulls. Walk, walk, walk. Hindi yung seagull. And then you smell the fresh breeze. Make sure hindi malansa kasi ibang beach malansa. Or maybe, like just a view na maganda. And then you go downstairs, you see a whole body mirror, top to bottom. Top to bottom, hindi. Floor to ceiling. Top to bottom, hindi top to bottom. Floor to ceiling the mirror. And then you see yourself. How do you look like when you're already successful, right? Your hair. Is it a short hair, long hair? Maybe yung boys, may boobs na kayo. Who knows? Right? How do you dress? What are you wearing? Your nose, is it taller? It's your body. Choose. It's your money. Do whatever you want. Right? As long as it makes you happy. Diba? And then you go downstairs to eat your dream breakfast. Maybe you have, your dream kitchen, dream dining area. Sino mahilig magluto? You love cooking. You have people here? I'm sure you thought of a dream kitchen, right? Okay, I love cooking and I love eating as well. My dream kitchen is that I will have a walk-in pantry that is like a grocery store, and I just pick the bawang, the luya there from my fresh garden, right? And I don't pick them. I will have people walk-in pantry, walk-in freezer. Ay, char. Medyo delikado yun. No? Pag walk-in freezer, pwede may salvage. Char. No? Okay. And then you eat your dream breakfast. Maybe your dream breakfast is pancakes, chocolate flan with strawberries and banana, right? Hey, banana crepe. Mahilig ka sa banana crepe. Or magpakatotoo tayo. Hotdog silog, tuyo silog, right? The best, right? And then you have freshly squeezed orange juice or apple juice or indigo or coffee. And you're not eating alone. You're eating with the most important people in your life. And you don't know whose faces you're seeing right now. But you look at them. You stop eating first. And then you look around your house. Can you see what color your walls? Lovely. At least cute siya mag-hatching, no? Hatching. Right? Right? Can you imagine right now, anong kulay, anong style, right? Maybe some people you like a lot of colors. Some people gusto niyo yung like very minimalistic. Gusto niyo ng iba modern, yung iba like traditional. It's your house. It's your dream. Can you see it? Can you smell it even right now? Some of you? Yeah? And then you look around and you look at the faces of the children. Char, not in Tondo, Manila. Maybe your kids, your mom, your parents, the love of your life, or all of them together, eating there with you. And you look at their faces and you cannot help but smile. Because they have no worries. No worries at all. No worries about their health. No worries about the future. No worries about money. And you feel fulfilled because you know that you're the one who worked hard. And that's why you have that life. And they have that life. So we will have like a short workshop right now because two things you need to have: a crazy dream and sense of urgency. But we will take it to the extreme. Okay? So my question is, if you have all of the money in the world, but you have 12 days left to live, what would you do? I'll give you an example. If I have 12 days left to live, just for yourself, I know you want to give more to others, but I want something that you would just do for yourself. Okay? Yun na nga sasabihin nyo ngayon. You can have more, but what you will share is what you will do for yourself. Okay? So what I would do in those 12 days for myself, I know I want to give to others. and open charities, right? Help the poor, help give education, all of those things. But we don't want to hear those things yet, right now. Iba muna, about for us muna. Okay? What I would do, I would have a party, the craziest party in the world with all of my crushes in one island. Hey, and I will have private night sessions with Joel Pascual, with Keanu Reeves, with Internet. That's my dream, huh? Don't steal that. Okay. Now, yes, yeah. Okay, we have all of the body in the room. Okay? So, sino na may ideas? I think Jeff has. Sige, what would you do? 12 days left to live. Party lang? Your friend.
And of course, yung mga exes.
Ay!
Just to show them that I am successful.
The best revenge is bam. Okay, I love it. Yeah, Neil.
Yeah, want to buy a
Oh.
and then dun ako mostly magpaparty. Going to an island.
Doon ka sa island ni Jeff kasi 12 days na lang, no? Ganun. Okay, sino pa? Just say, yeah.
That's why they're all the things that I
I think, yeah, you need some food, Ken. You are very safe. Okay, sino pa? Last one. Okay,
I go to different countries.
be specific where?
Every country.
Okay.
As long as I can, in 12 days.
Yeah. No?
Yes, and then eat whatever the best food they have.
Okay. So your team leaders might ask you after this. Huh? So for those so I think Agami want to say something. Yeah? Okay. Oh, see you there. Okay. Agami will here.
Okay. And I want to say that, like, I think that even if you take like the best job in the world, example, like being a Lisa from Blackpink, is that a good job? Is that a good job? She made a lot of money. She was invited to big events. She had a really nice house. But if you're a shy person, is that a good job? A doctor, is that a good job? For me, is that a good job for a guy? I'm your doctor, you're gonna die. Not a good job for a guy. That's why, good job, that's the good. Right? So be hip. Is it good? Yes, but it doesn't mean that it's for everyone. And then one of the biggest lessons that I had, like, because for me, like, be hip is the best, be hip is the best, be hip is the best, be hip. For me. And then whenever people don't think that it's the best for them, like I for many years I didn't understand. I was like, what the fuck? Are you fucking blind? Like, why you don't see? But then I heard a story of a story that Michael tells. And it's about like a group of friends named Son, Bon, Pat, and say everyone. Son, Bon, Pat, and so they all came to the KMM event. Then after the KMM, everyone decided to get started, except from one guy that's named Pat. Time goes by. Today, Son is a blue diamond, #1 distributor in Thailand. Bon is a diamond. Nick, I forgot. Nick is a ruby. And Pat is working. They have a job. And they always spoke between themselves like, why the dude did not start the business? He was there at the right time, he was there at the right place, he was there with the right people, but he took the wrong decision. All of these years they were talking about it. Then I think finally they had the courage to ask him why. Why you didn't start? And then he said, I'm so happy that for the first time you're asking me instead of asking each other. And then he told them, you guys like the success. I don't. You guys like to travel and go to different countries and see other cultures and other nationalities. I don't, because I don't speak English and I don't want to meet any foreigners and I only want to be in Thailand. So I don't like that. You guys like a Porsche, McLaren, Ferrari. I don't like that. I only like motorcycle. Because I don't want to be stuck in traffic. And I don't care what motorcycle as long as I don't get stuck in traffic. You guys like to work hard, play hard. Me? I don't want to work hard. I don't want to work hard. And I have the best job in the world. Because I work whenever my boss is there, but when my boss is not there. So when my boss is there, and then my boss leaves, I can do whatever. And then when I finish my work, I go back home, and then I eat whatever my wife cooks. And then after that, I go to play soccer with my friends. And when I finish playing soccer, I go back home or to my other wife next door. And then depends who I want to be with tonight. And I have the perfect life. Who's right? Who's wrong? What do you think? What is the right life? None, right? It depends. What the fuck do you want? I'm saying success is not for everyone. It's not for all of you. There are some of you that just by looking at you, I already know. I already know it's not for you because I'm not gonna tell you. But I'll see. Because it's not. Success is not for everyone. So I think that you need to ask yourself, what do you want? You need to ask yourself, what is the life that you want to live? But you also need to understand what is the price that comes with it. And I think that one of the most important things when it comes to success is something called commitment and setting expectations. Youth, it's the fiance of Michael. And they have been together for 6 years. You know how many times they fight? They fought in these 6 years. People think a lot, right? Do you want to know the truth? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a day. 4 times in 6 years. So some people say, what the fuck? No, I fight 4 times a day with my partner. Like how 4 times in 6 years? And then the explanation is very simple. Before they started dating, they both liked each other. But then Michael told her, listen, Butte, before we get serious, there's some things you need to know. And then he sat with her and he said, listen, Butte, I will go to a nightclub almost every single week. I will get drunk as fuck. But you are not allowed to go to a nightclub without me and to get drunk. Is it fair, girls? If you are allowed to go to a nightclub and get drunk, then I am also allowed that I will do whatever the fuck I want. And Michael told her, if it's not okay for you, it's okay for me. Let's not date. And then Butte said, no, I'm happy that you're talking about it, Michael, because anyway, I don't like nightclubs. I don't like getting drunk. So you can go do whatever the hell you want. I don't mind. Like, it's great. I know that you're not gonna cheat on me because I'm the best one you can find. I am. Setting expectations. And then Michael told her, listen, Butte, when I'm in a working mode, I will not have time for you, and I will only be able to give you 1 day a week, a few hours, every Wednesday. Is that okay? Most girls will be like, what the fuck? You need to give me every day, obsessed, right? But Butte said it's okay, Michael, because I don't want to be the girlfriend of, I have my own career, I have my own friends, I have my own life. Like you give me, you hours on Wednesday, same. I give you 2 hours on Wednesday. Match. I told her, write it down. So after that, she don't come complaining, right? So they knew what they're about to enter to. And I think that this is something that you guys need to know also. And little by little, I'm telling you, right now we got to a moment where like the biggest filter is about to happen because of the following thing. I'm okay staying with one person here that is serious enough. Then the rest can go home. For me, it's okay. I don't mind. I don't know if it's for you, it's not for you. I don't know. We'll see. But I do know what is the expectations that I have from you. And I also want to tell you what is the expectations that you have with me. And if you accept it, amazing. And if not, but if you don't accept it, then hasta la vista, baby. Okay? So you can write it out. So you will never say later, I didn't tell you. Right? So here's what you guys can expect from me. I don't know if it's good for you or not, but this is what you can expect. What you can expect from me is that within maximum a year, I will spend time, money, and effort on you to help you succeed as much as possible in BE and to earn minimum $3,000 a month within maximum a year. That's my promise. This is what you guys can expect from me. I don't know if it's less than what you earn right now or more than what you earn right now, but this is from my side. If it's good for you, amazing, you can proceed. If it's not enough for you, you can go and find another opportunity. That's the first thing. Now, what I expect from you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Very good. Very important. The first thing that I expect from you is that you will be here for the next 90 days. Every day. From 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. for the trainings that I do. If you cannot, then hasta la vista, baby. Because how can I teach you if you're not here? Right? So you need to be here. So some people say, really? 90 days in a row? Yes. Did you hear me say something else? Did I say 90 days? So 90 days or 3 months, if you want to call it like this, okay? But whatever you want to call it, you need to be here every day for the next 90 days. No days off. Unless you're getting married. You're getting married, someone is getting married the next 90 days, then nothing. You're giving birth. You give birth. No. If you give birth, then I understand. But if not exceptional, unless you spoke with your team leader and your team leader told me, and then I said, okay, I understand. And then if you have something that you know that is happening in the next 90 days. And I know that like he came into your life out of the blue, but guess what? It also came into my life out of the blue. But I realized if I'm not gonna grab this opportunity right now, within 3 years I might stay at the same place. And that's why I chose to make adjustments. So my first expectation from you is that you're gonna be here in the next 90 days, every day between 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. That's the first thing. The second thing, second expectations. I don't expect you to be smart. I don't expect you to be genius. I am not the smartest person in the world. I barely finished high school. I'm not good in math. I'm not good in history. I'm not, okay? But I do expect you not to be morons. And let me explain you what does it mean, morons. Morons mean, I want this, but I'm willing to give this. Morons mean, I want this, but come up with a list of excuses and reasons all day long. Example. Adam, I really want to make $3,000 a month. I really want to change my life. Please teach me. But you cannot come to the office every day. Your office is very far from my home. Where do you live? Some people say maybe a little bit far. Okay, okay. Who's far from who? Your home is far from the office, or the office is far from your home? You're in fucking Cavite. Where is the office? Fucking Makati. The center of the center. So your home is far from the office, not the office is far from your home. And if we talk about far, then my home is more far than your home. Because my home is in the other side of the world. So you cannot compete. Some people say, I really want to make $3,000 a month. But I cannot come to office because today I feel sick. Did you feel today when I did the meeting that I'm not at my best? Did you feel it? You didn't feel that I have less energy, or I did not stay to rest at home. I have a migraine. My brain is about to explode into millions of pieces. If I wouldn't tell you, you wouldn't know. Why? Because successful people, they show up. If you want to be successful, you need to show up. You don't show up for me, you show up for yourself. Speak about consistency, we speak about persistency. So unless it's something that, I don't know, you're hospitalized or something, it will not happen. But if it's just like, you cannot be like normal Filipinos and expect to have different results. Normal people, when they feel sick, they need to rest, right? If you're working right now on your life project, if your life depends on it, you show up. That's why the dream. If it's important enough for you, you will show up. Some people say, I want to make 3,000 US dollars a month. Bad. My girlfriend, she broke up with me. So today, I think that I need to rest a little bit. And now 1 week in bed. Come on. If you want to change, you cannot expect to make 3,000 US dollars a month if it's more than what you earn right now and stay the same without making adjustments, without changing your habits, without changing how you think, without showing up. You cannot. So my expectation is, don't come up with list of reasons or excuses, because as long as those reasons or excuses are preventing you from doing what you're supposed to do, change your life, and it doesn't matter if it's a good reason or it's an excuse. That's my second expectation. My third expectation, commitment. What does it mean, commitment? It means to stand behind what you say. So my last expectation is that you guys will keep your own word for 90 days. Because honestly, most people, they commit for something and then 2 days later, they break the commitment. You can't achieve anything without consistency. You can't achieve anything without standing behind your own promise. And you don't promise it to me, you promise it to yourself. But stand behind your word for 90 days. Maybe once and for all, do something like this in your life. Promise to yourself something, commit to something, and actually stand behind it. Because most people, it takes them such a long time to take a decision, and then after they take a decision, they change it every Monday to Tuesday. But successful people, they stick to their own decisions. So if you can't commit, it's okay. But don't tell me, Agam, I'm ready. And then tomorrow come up with a list of excuses. Don't tell me, Agam, I'm ready because you are very nice Filipino. Right? Like guys, I know already. Okay? Sometimes Filipinos are too nice. Too nice that you say one thing in the face and something else in a message. One thing in the face and something else the next day, because you want to avoid confrontation. Right? How many times in your life, in order to avoid someone, you block him? You know where I come from, that's really rude. It's really rude. It's okay to say no. It's okay to be honest. Like, I don't want you to say anything for me or for your team leader. You're here for yourself. So if you stand behind your words, then don't tell me one thing today and then tomorrow send a message. Thank you for the understanding. I'm so sorry, but I cannot commit. So why are you committing today? If tomorrow suddenly you cannot commit, what, because you spoke with your wife? If you know you have problems with your wife, don't commit. If you know you have problems with your husband, don't commit. I cannot change your husband, I cannot change your wife. If you know you have problems in your brain, don't commit. Like, don't tell me one thing today and then. You understand? And have the respect and the listen to your team leader. Okay? So that's it. So now after I told you that I want to ask like who are the people that accept my expectation management 100%, which means that you accept what I expect. You accept what I expect from you. The three things, not 99.99999999999, but 100% sure. If you accept, raise your hand. You're 100% sure. If you were delayed, many of you were delayed. What does it mean? Did you translate Tagalog what I'm saying? Or you download? What is it? Huh? You need to be sure. If you're not sure, I'm not gonna let you to proceed. Who is 100% sure?
Think about it.
Think about it, not sure. Think about it. You need to think about it. That you don't need to think. Go. You need to be sure. Starting, yes, started today. So,
I will resign my job.
Wait.
so not 90 days, 89.
My work is
Wait with your problems. About your problems. Let go the three people. Who is 100% sure? Again, 100%. Oh, you see, you raise and then down and then raise. Same problem. You have the same problem. So you need to talk to your team leader. Only if you're sure. You're not gonna change your mind tomorrow. 100% sure. Raise your hand. Whoa. Oh, you raise and then you lower and then you. I'm confused already, huh? I'm gonna check the cameras. How many times? Guys, raise your hand. I don't understand. If you're 100% sure, raise your hand. Good. Now stand and go out. To 10. If you're not 100% sure, you stay.
100%. Let's go.
Resign.
100%.
Now, one of the problematic very sad. Sit in a circle. Are you sure? Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. 100%. If not sure, then he's sure. Then if not sure, then he's sure. So what do you think is the conclusion? Not sure.
So, okay guys, punta kayo. Ang hindi na actually, nandito ako kasi kayo yung mga problematic people. Oo, aminado naman. Gusto ko yung problematic ko, hindi ko mga problematic.
Not be problematic.
Oo, gusto nila aga. But, actually, nandito ako. Meron akong good news and bad news. Nandito ako for good news first because I'm here to help you. And anything in life, if you're willing to, like, meron tayong mga solution sa any problems or kung ano yung mga meron tayo. But my bad news ko is first is the good news. If hindi kayo mag-make adjustments, willing din ako tulungan kayo na bigyan ng solutions. But second, the bad news is if you're not willing to make some adjustments, there's higher chance that you will lose the opportunity. Okay? So, sure ako yung topic na pinag-usapan natin dito are dreams. Right? Dreams muna tayo. So, ano yung sinabi ni Agam? Like, kung si Wendy Hart, kung ano yung magpapa-excite sa atin. So, gusto ko muna tanungin, who among we here are willing to make some adjustments? Please hand.
Adjustments.
Adjustments is... Bakit? Okay lang kung ayaw niya mag-make ng adjustments, ikaw lang. Ha?
So you want to compromisation.
Again, sino yung willing mag-make ng adjustments for the schedule? Dalawang isip tuloy siya. Kung ano tuloy siya. Okay, the three of you. Okay? Why I'm asking about...
It's course, right?
Yes, 2
7
hours.
to 8.
7 to 8 to 9.
Medyo ano siya, it's like kasi ako
Alam mo
kasi
siya. Okay. Okay, sige. Why I'm asking about the adjustments? Kasi in life, hindi naman din, like, same sa akin na met the opportunity, bigla lang dumating si BF in my life. So it's also not, parang, we're not robots na you have to leave everything and be here. That's why it's only 7 to 9. Why? The first week is the most crucial schedule in your, especially when you're just starting. Eventually, one-on-one, like all of you will have your own schedule na mag-fit kung ano yung meron kayo na existing schedule. Because you cannot just say, leave everything for 90 days because you got the project. That's why Agam said 7 to 9 p.m. Because the most important schedule is 7 to 9 p.m. Now, you, Rosalie, Jeff, and Ted, right? Tama ba? Yeah, Jed. So, ano ba yung mga adjustments na you're doing?
September 1st is start now. So hindi ko pa alam.
Like further future schedule.
This week lang 7 to 9. I think
You can do. Okay, what about you? When? Next week. But this week, no problem. Wala. Ikaw, Rosie. Every Sundays. Kasi may masters ka ba? Okay. Alright. So, for this, guys, ito yung gusto kong maintindihan ninyo. Because, for those people that they committed, still not everyone, there's no assurance that they will qualify. But they committed, okay, good. So, the first week lang muna, yung i-focus natin, September 4, it's not next week. Next week pa naman yan, right? So, but this week lang muna. Yours also is next week. Also, in your Sunday, it's not gonna be like 7 to 9. It's gonna be earlier. Okay? So, no problem tayo sa hanggang gabi, but it's gonna be earlier. Kasi, sa earlier time, we're also not staying here sa Sunday ng 7 to 9. We're here earlier and then we finish by 5. Usually, sa Sunday na schedule. Okay? So, meron din kami other things. Meron din kami sariling buhay. Hindi lang ito. Okay? So, for Jeff and for Jed, if those are the only concerns, so you can commit for this week.
yeah.
Yeah. Hindi na kailan. Solo na kami calendar. Okay. Jed, you're good naman for this week. Alright, sige. So, for Jed, mas-schedule na lang natin for just this week, for 7 to 9, para maalam niyo kung ano yung next step. Punta ka na lang sa mga namin. Ikaw, Sunday lang. 7 na ang hapon. Wait lang, Lynette. Para isabag niya lang si Rose. Para hindi ka pa
This week.
this week, 7 to 9.
Pero natawag ko sa radio.
Hindi mo na tayo mag-commit ng long term. Kasi again, not everyone will qualify yan. Nag-commit sila doon. And maybe some of you na nandito and then maka-adjust na kayo this week and then we'll create your schedule by next week. Then kayo pala yung ma-survive. So, Jeff and Rosalie, 7 to 9. Sunday, pag-usapan natin yung schedule. Okay? Sama mo na lang sila kay Jeff. Wala. Uliit ka niya ni Jeff. Ulit. Okay, then closer tayo, guys. Lapit na lang tayo kay Jeff. Kasi, wala kang option. Sige. Okay. So, Elijah, Vincent, Andrea, and Shirley. Okay. How can I help you? Ganito na lang, para mabilis tayo. Okay, kasi when I asked who among you is willing to make some adjustments, hindi kayo nag-resign. But I want to ask you a question more close na. I want to ask you a question from the scale of 1 to 10. 10 is the highest. Who among you here, you're not willing to lose the opportunity? If you're very interested, you want to be part of the opportunity, or like you want to see kung ano pa yung mangyayari dito. 1 to 10, then you guys. Of course, 10. 8. Okay. I'll start first with a 10 kasi 10 sila. Okay? Kasi if you said below 7, pinaalis na lang. Okay lang sa akin. You will go home. Elijah, let's start.
10. Sure ka, 10.
Maybe not now. Kasi schedule.
Ano ba schedule mo ngayon?
OJT din kasabay ko.
Kailan na ba kayo dyan?
Kakilala po ako.
Ah!
On the way, kasi nagtanong siya.
Kasi best friends, ano ba? Kasi actors yun na. Huwag ka makinig kay Jeff pala. Huwag din si Jeff makinig sa'yo. What about you? Anong schedule? That's work. Ano ba yung work schedule? Kasi,
Sila na yung fix na kasi.
I remove I'm opening the OTP. I changed it.
Yeah, 5 days a week.
Open.
They work from home people. They're not working. Like this ngayon, office dapat na. Kailan sa office?
I changed the
Saan ka magaling?
Oh, kasi ako din sa katigan.
Kailan yung
It's not ano. I checked your profile. It's not graded.
yeah, but I guess I have
That was redacted.
Monday to Saturday. Tuesday to Thursday of the price pero ang schedule mo ngayon, kahit nasa office naman ako, pero sabi ko lang yung cellphone para lang mapag-ibig. At so, anong sinabi nila sa inyo? Anong sinabi nila? So, wala talaga, hindi ka pinag-learn. Kasi nag-work ako din, hindi ako pinag-learn kasi po, sabi ko, mag-learn mo pinag-learn. Mag-work ka na lang. Kaso, hindi siya pinag-learn. Pag wala, nakaroon ako ng screen after that, yung work na. Okay, walang months na po. Nakapromote. So, maybe ano ako yung so, tomorrow, schedule. I'm early out. Pero early out sa office din. Kasi may office ka talaga kanina. So, pag-isipan mo muna. Na nag-grade ko. Grade na lang din. Kulang isa lang eager kasi like, I have 4 dogs. So, siyempre, hindi ko yung apat dito. So, wala ko. And then, kaya ako kasi baka naman so, ganito na lang. Pag-isipan mo muna mag-research. Titignan siya para sa social business. So, mag-aral ka ngayon. Kailangan kakausapin ko sila kung ano yung gagawin mo bukas. Kasi kung Sunday pa, then Monday, yun yung day off. Or may summer week. Kailan day off? Friday, Saturday. So basically, yung conflict mo na lang talaga kasi paano mo na kung yung gagawin? Ako kayo din asa na episode mo. Diba? Mag-schedule natin. Araw-araw sigawa na schedule mo. Tumugma kasi yung magandang point ako eh. Ano nga yan? Actually, UK. Pag-isipan. And then, anong schedule mo? Sure natin, yung rating mo, hindi certain. It's all let's say, natapos mo.
Yun lang po ba? Totoo ka na ba? Bakit ka na? Kasi araw-araw kasi dapat tayo. Then ano ako? After pagod na sa Andrea.
3 months kasi ako mag-stream for a week.
Ay, kapag ano ba yung gusto ko yan? Bakit ka?
Gusto ko sana gusto ko talaga.
Kaya kaya
For you po.
kaya
Yes.
mag-hintay ka pa na next year.
Mabalik na ako.
Hindi ka na. Seryoso. Ito. You want to allow just around us. Just you want to. Because you want. So if you're thinking, we'll go back right after you graduate next year, you know. Imagine people are walking, not just they're living in Bulacan. And it's really wrong, and then you're living in wrong. People here are walking from, Makati, or especially example, walang some of the people here are working 3 AM. Then we have Matpo, they have wala. So some of them get stranded somewhere in Taft, then they go on night. Someone in the team, nung gumawa dito, represent lang, nahawi siya ng 9 AM. Hindi siya umuwi ng 9 AM, kasi stranded po siya. Pinaka siya, na siya na ako. Kaya Manila siya. Then some, naglalakad, ang difference ng sa mistake of this, ginagawa siya. Ginagawa niya yan, time to time, because of that. Reason niya is because yun niya yung meron siya mag-list dito. So, alam niyo din kung ano yung niya na pinagagawa niya. Lahat na natin, Pero, nag-isip ka walang pagod ka na sa buhay. Paano na kung dumating na yung baha sa buhay mo? Ano yung klaseng pagod yung haharapin mo? Kasi maghihintay, example lang, imagine, maghihintay ka pa nag-graduate ka para kumita. Pero nandun na opportunity sa iyo ngayon para kumita ka na. Yan the difference. So you have to ask yourself, lantitray ka lang, pero yung spirit mo nasa 50 na lang. Tanongin yung sarili mo kasi hindi ka naman naglalakad na. Saan ka? Paranaque? Paranaque tumakati. Hindi ka naman naglalakad na yan. Siguro kung ganyan. Pero hindi lang is madali yung pinakamatay. May naglalakad dito. Pagkayasan siya na ano siya manda. Anong next sa manda? Before sa Sanman. Okay. Kasi Ortigas yung word niya. Pasig yan, diba? Pasig. Ortigas yung word niya, Pasig. So, Pasig yung bahay niya, Ortigas word na dito mahali. Ganyan yung ginagawa niya. So, like, put yourself in perspective. How bad do you want your dream? Ano yung share? What's your dream? Fly pa din? Personally, tinalo ko rin Shirley. Para
To
ayun,
the
how can you live in a luxury house or luxury life if you cannot, you don't know how to sacrifice living in a national home here and walk in the street? But that's still in Makati. You're lucky that you can still sleep, and wake up at 6 AM and wake up at 3 AM and walk and sleep for 2 hours. You rated yourself a 10. So what's your adjustment? Think then. Sure ka din ka, baka 5. Six. Just say, it's fine, but it's something. Kasi hindi natin ma-achieve yung luxury that is fine with it. But the first thing that comes into your mind, the 90 days, stage of since yesterday. It's much. Yes. There's a difference that why did something confident, undertaking it, 1,000% help, helps you opportunities. Kasi, lang yung example lang, binigay niya kami 1,000%, pero ayaw binigyan, parang siya 1,000%. Hindi mo ginagawa yung other part. Then siya, give, then wala kang, you know, reciprocation, you don't want that to give, take, then wala. So you have to ask yourself, right, are you really scared of changing? Because right now, you do not even think about the money. Hindi mo like, hindi mo na sabi, it's good. Hindi yan yung inis mo. Kasi, maybe you know in yourself, you raise your self-esteem, you raise your level of you can earn money. So, ikaw, lifetime, medyo wala ko ano yung kaya. Kaya pala sinasabi ni Jeff, alam naman ni Jeff yung schedule mo kasi sa akin. Alam niya ba? Hindi mo nasabi? Kasi bakit ka sinasabihan mo eh? Alam mo, kita kilala nga rin na. Ano? Di ba, nag-decision siya for him. Tapos magkikilala ba kayo malaki? Tapos kilala ka niya. So ano? Sige, gano'n na lang basta dyan. Ano po nilalakad mo sila? Yes, social. Sinasabi mo na bago. But for me, hindi na siya. Para ma-accept ko yan, sasabihin mo nilalakad mo. Nilalakad mo mga leader na Martinez or Pasig. For me, I don't take your them solid them serious. Because so baba na tingin sa kasi kung seryoso ka na, maybe yourself, hindi talaga siya. Kasi, you are really if you're a test. Really, you should be you have to be honest with yourself. You change yourself. Something such a thing is not happening. But next year, before ka na, hindi ka mas hindi ka aatas, hindi ka makahan. Right now, even if I'm ready, you want to do it, it's time is so you everything make just not just this. Yes. Right? Sino ba? 8 yung dalawa? Sino may na solusyon na naisip sa'yo?
Solution mo.
Or when? Ikaw, meron na? Sa trabaho, stay. May ilang years na? 1 year. And ano ba yung six hours. So, ganito, say, the great dance. So you already know your schedule, hours a day. Meaning to say, if may darating na opportunity sa'yo, alam mo na ang possible schedules na nangyayari or siguro magkakaroon. Bakit na lang ako? Actually, right now, nag-base natin natin. Sige, QPN, okay lang sa natin. Tapos, hindi nga nakalagay yung schedule. Saka hindi nga na yung schedule. Hindi nga sa akin, hindi ka send or siya na lang ako na lang. Dali ka na po. Nung nag-work ka na po, touch pa, ano, title? Leader, essential leader ka na pa. Next step, staff mo na, right? So, meaning to say, if you are, there's 6 months. 6 a year. So how can you expect something? Be an expert. Then sasabihin mo, alam mo yung start na ako, expect because especially your people, that's why you start sa mga yeah. Kaya yung di ba, let's go is nakakaya na hinahayaan na sa di ba? Kasi hindi mo naman, hindi na kami nagsabi, hindi natin naman na sinasabi because you know what, in yourself, at the end of the day, nagawa mo yan under one. Kasi you need the money. Pero you have to ask yourself, and alam ko, hindi ko alam kung magkano yung sinasabi. You have to ask yourself, tayo ba naging full? Second, kaya ako naghanap ng part-time. Kailan kaya yung opportunity? Kasi hindi ko kaya siyang gawin. Kasi meron so parang na-stop sa ganyan na time. Pero lagi mong person is hindi ko naman kailangan sacrifice. Hindi ko kaya sacrifice. Tama, hindi ko kailangan sumakit na huwag na maghanap ng opportunity. Yun yung feeling na hindi mo kaya siyang sacrifice. Kasi eventually, other opportunities will arrive. Hindi mo kaya siya kaya. Hanggang sa enough time na hindi ka mag-adjustment. Kung ayaw mo na, like part-time test, like, adjustment. 6 months. Totoo. Sila tulog namin lahat. So, ganyan. Baliktad tayo. Pwede na yan. So, yan yung kailangan isipan niya na kaya mo kaya sa or ready kayo. Kasi kung hindi, then di ready ko siya. Hindi, my budget, yung sa may opportunity. Pero you're not the person who in your life. So ito yung ano kasi, kailangan kasi nasa trabaho ka. But hanggang kailan mo i-aalaw yung trabaho. Restaurant ka tayo, ano na. Kasi kailangan yung pag-isipan. But kung hindi ka willing mag-guide na spend din. Wala. May finance hindi ka may KF sa akin. Yan talaga dito sa akin. Ay, may snack clubs. Yan, yan. Ilan naman na? So, ilan? Mga 53 ka. So, I'm gonna get to hindi na magtulungan sa schedule. And I don't believe that anyone here, if you really are, if you're already at the point at the peak na parang pinigil mo siya, pero kaya yun na kaya yun na yung sinasabi ko sa'yo. Kung may hawak ka na sila. So I hope na you're receiving enough for the money na production is changing. For now. So, pag-isipan mo lang, no, for me, like, doesn't matter. Kung saan opportunity ka. Like, hindi dito or, but you have to learn your place. So, I mean, sino mahawak na tayo na lang. Kasi, for example, si Mako Palayo. Hindi niya may si Mako Palayo. There's an opportunity. Ano yung gagawin? Of course, willing ka gawin na. But this time, sa ngayon, pero sa magalingan niya. Okay, so, akala ko si Rose kung ano yung sasabihin niya, yung mga pwede niyang i-advise sa'yo. But we don't operate 9 a.m., 7 p.m. to 9. Even 7 a.m. Walang day 7 to 9. Hindi din. So, kung hindi nyo ba don't please order yourself. Doon ka na lang. Ay, mag-ano ka. Baby's house? Yes. May espera dyan. Ikaw, ginagawa mo pa ng paraan. Guys, kasi sinasing na kayo ba? Yung mga artisans, then they always face so, ano yung excuse? We're talking to a buyer since when? Since when?
This is actually
Since what time?
hindi kasi di ba akala ko sa 5 to 8. So I sabi ko sa bar and then
May meet up na lang ako right now. And then,
so ngayon ay matawag si Ma'am. So yun si Ma'am.
Vincent, siya, ang ginagawa ko. Schedule mo. Sa'yo, kaya mo gawa ng paraan yung schedule mo. Sa akin, kasi ano, kaya mo gawa ng paraan yung schedule mo. Kailangan mo lang kausapin kung ano tayo start start maglakad. Late ka ba kanina? Sakto ka lang. Sino yung ano mo? Ito ako si Fred. Okay. Sabi ko ng si Fred, kung what time ka dadating, ganito lang siya, what time ka dadating. Pero kausapin mo siya, kung workshop, maka-attend na siya. Okay? So, kausapin mo si Fred, kung what time ka sa dapat. Sir, sa'yo wala kang problema, nangyari na. But kausapin mo siya kung what time ka maglalakad na, what time ka dadating. Then what time ka maaalik yung ano. Sa kanila, alam ko na kung ano yung problem. So, kasapin mo muna si girl, and then what time pa hanggang what time pa. Kasapin mo siya, ilang minutes ka ba naglalakad? Excuse mo yan. Malaki lang, di ba? Ba't siguro 30 minutes na naglalakad? Naglalakad kami. So, kausapin mo siya what time, ilan minutes yung lakad, what time ka aming malilate. Then, kausapin mo siya. Yes, so lang siya ngayon. Kung hindi ko siya makakausapin, then, totoo. So, kausapin mo siya sa time, and then ilang minutes ka, 4 ka mag-out, and meron ka research, let's say, 2 hours yun, 6. Then, darating ka dito 6:30 or 7. So, yun yung sabihin ko sa kanya. Then, sa dito kami. Okay. So, wala kang wala kang thing na ginagawa. Pero, nothing. Hindi siya, like, parang feedbacks.
Yes, I said this.
Okay, so, bakit tinagalaw?
Recent time ko parang tuloy ko lang. Gusto niya. $1.
Ano ba yung nagustuhan mo sa so far sa lahat ng talaga? That's it.
Pero sa point,
Wala pa yes.
okay, yung station pinakasabi.
What time ka is? Here yesterday. Pero, so, orientation, and then here, what time are you here? So, next day niya lang, nasa game, and then so, siya.
Some of the 7 minutes.
So far, you missed the KM event, and then you were here shopping. Ano ba yung nagustuhan? So, travel, you heard, and then, ito lang, it's parang hindi mo alam.
Hindi kasi ano,
What was you want from here?
no, putong closing, balik ako. Since I have the business na.
So this is not for you. You're not a regular work. You're not corporate.
Pero, I'm just saying, it's still for the job. Kasi, gano'n lang din naman. We do this. It's like, we can see the thing naman. Kasi, yeah, we basically, namin sa kanya, pero, yung sinasabi ko, yung
Ganito ang schedule.
This week.
Kaya talaga, are you willing to make justice this week? I'm so not feeling that. So, kasi if you're looking for a 9 to 5 job, first is not 9 to 5 job. It's not a regular work. We're not a corporate job.
I know.
Hindi siya corporate. So, bakit ka nag-aanap ng formal? Kasi hindi ka na makakapag sa or nag-aanap ka ng
Other source of income.
other source of income. So, like, lahat ng in-expect mo rin na wala, hindi mo siya makakita. Kung hindi mo rin maharap na hindi na niya namin mag-create sa'yo right now. Kasi kung hindi ko rin mag-create ng adjustments, imagine na 2 hours, 7 to 9, hindi mo yung mag-create. So, like, hindi kami mag-adjust for you. I understand. Bakit ka ba dito?
Kasi I wanted to actually kasi learnings pa din yun na. Kasi good learning.
Kasi imagine na naghintay ka sa kanilang lahat.
Ay, tapos siya nakalimutan.
Yeah, exactly. Din pa din ka sa movie.
Pero,
Ano ba yung
na
Yes.
kasi I really need to make this better.
Kasi sa lahat ng narinig natin, and then at the end of those everything, then parang feel na parang you want to mag-create adjustments, then parang lang mag-create. Naghahanap ka ng others later. Ito din sa share very well there. It's here.
I'm not
But this is not like, that's the 9 to 5. I'm telling you. Just telling you. Yun yung 9 to 5. So, hindi ka na pala pwede hindi ka na pala hindi mag-stay. Nag-stay ka ba? Ha? So, kausapin mo na lang si Pearl, and ilagay mo sa kanya, para malaman niya. Para hindi niya malaman. Kasi, it was a very
Yeah, dito.
kausapin mo siya. Okay? Stay pa siya. Ang sabi niya, schedule, honestly, yan yung mali. Nagkirap siya kasi sila nagdami ko. Before Ito, balayo na may sa'yo. Yung mga confidence. Pinubos mo na. Ito lang ang kabalala ko. Hindi ko lang po. Pinubos ko na. So, SL na nga, di ba? Oo, doon ako may SL na isa. Tapos, Pero kung ngayon ba, nag-asal ka ngayon, hindi, I it's like, send, like, I think some of these, and then that, I have to get that, and then, right, example lang naman, example lang yun. So, same na din. Kasi, for example, okay, ma-survive mo na yung first week. And then, gagawa ka ng paraan, schedule mo sa iyo starting next week kasi ka na start. Then, pwede ka mag-request April, ang yung schedule na time na pwede sa'yo. Kasi ngayon, hindi ko pwede compromise or so yung schedule na sa'yo. Kasi kung sasabihan ka lang na, okay lang, ganyan. Then, hindi ka na din tulungan. Yun po siya kung pero hindi daw para tulungan ka kasi kung okay, gusto mo, then sige hanapan ng paraan. Yung schedule lang talaga makita ko sa'yo. Sunday, Monday lang. Di ba? Day off mo. Sunday, kasi. Then, 3 days sa'yo, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days, kailangan gawa ng plan. So, sure ka, pero ano yung willing mong gawin ngayon. Kasi hindi ko din sinabi sa'yo na mawala ka buong araw mo. So, kung kailangan na mawala ka sa mga example, mahanap ka ng sampai na ipag-swap sa yung schedule. Kasi ikaw din na mag-EFM, di ba? Laptop pero tayo ako naman, dito lang. Pero nakikita ko, kasi nakikita ko kung ano talaga. Kasi hindi mo makita. Kaya alam ko na, hindi mo pa rin. Tapos, kung nalaman na sa gilid, so, yun yung hindi ko kailangan sa Facebook. Kailangan ko lang. Kaya sabi na isip ko pa. This situation.